No matter where in the world, we love Guyana. What are your colors? How do you represent? I love Guyana. Order yours today. We ship worldwide. Delta 9 Media.
One love, one people, the mission complete. One love, one flag, one nation, right? Under the stars, divine presence in the sky. Unity, no war, let the children thrive. Power to the people, we keep hope alive. Wave crash, bloodline deep in the ocean flow. Ooh. Roots twist, mango trees where the legends grow. Ooh. Under the sky where the sun kissed the delta glow. Ooh. Oppression tried to chain us, but we broke that door. Feet on the soil, hard pumping a rebel beat. Ancestor whisper their fire can't face defeat. We walk tall, carry mountains beneath our feet. One love, one people, the mission complete. One love, one flag, one nation, right? Under the stars, divine presence in the sky. Unity, no war, let the children thrive. Power to the people, we keep hope alive. Drum speak, tell stories of the pain we bled. But triumph's the anthem, let the message spread. Guyana to the globe where the freedom led. Delta 9 spirit, courage in every thread. No shackles can bind what the soul has freed. No war can destroy what the heart decreed. Caribbean breeze carries our sacred creed. Prosperity blooms, we plant the future seed. One love, one flag, one nation, right?
And ask the A.F.C. same thing. And the leader of the A.F.C. is now there, which is in us, and meet on several occasions. What is about bill and sharing and information? I'm not going to take a side, but I'm not going to say that you don't have people who are trying to foster what is real unity. So when you see me out there, it's they call and talk.
So
about
party
unity.
Over to y'all.
So
over to y'all because I can't do it y'all alone.
Anybody from Win Party, any member of parliament, any attack somebody from Win Party.
I don't come after somebody from Win Party. Come and let me hear your position on unifying.
Anybody I can hear from, let me hear from as it is not power. Don't come out.
Well, Simona Brooms, I agree with you. I agree with what you are saying. I agree with you.
Win, you're doing a good job, but you gotta come together.
Hannah, somebody tag is what Hannah. Somebody tag Hannah. She's the communication person or so for the Win Party.
Mel.
We want to
talk
Bye-bye.
Tap Terrence, somebody tap Terrence Campbell.
Because anytime you're going to bring the politicians, bring all of them. Bring David,
bring all of them. Bring
Terrence. Tag Amanza too.
Tell them I know why they're doing good, but they want to come together and they can't do it them alone. What's with the pride? We see what's going on in this world. We need to come together and get things straight. What nonsense. I'm at work today and I have to come straighten these people.
But Atto, the big problem they have out there is that nobody can come together to actually say let we work together. And then on the other note, that the leaders are spreading, there's a different energy they're spreading among the population. So everyone hating upon each other.
This is why we the people, the onus is on us to let them know our minds. They got to come to us. You see the problem? I told the PNC, when you're done with all your stupidness, you still have to come to the big people who got sense, and then you might not be in a favorable position. So said, so done. Now, Win, understand this. We, the Guyanese, understand the dynamics. One of the most popular misconceptions is that the common man don't understand, and we are not having it anymore, and we are pissed. It is time you guys lower your nonsense and come together. We want to see you fighting a fight, but he this, he that. Come together. What's wrong? You're doing everything right, but coming together.
And
we see this egos.
But I on the same note there, remember there's
egos.
a lot of people from
it is definitely egos. It is definitely egos. It is definitely egos. Because me myself, I have personally tried to reach out and try to organize something behind the scene because I understand that one political party, whether it be the A.P.N.U coalition win, whether it be ALP, whether it be Moving for Ghana, cannot do it alone. It will not work.
Everybody
it will not happen. These people have unlimited resources at their disposal. One party can't do it.
And the buying the guy people left, right, and center.
Right.
And the buying y'all favorite influencer. They get them coming on this internet and nicing up everything and skinning the teeth. They get Professor Moore come and get y'all two jokes, and half of y'all on this live got internet gonna share it. And these are the same people that are enabling and supporting the party that are oppressing y'all, the poor people. But y'all still they're gonna collect Marlon Jacob, they're gonna put it for show party, then they're gonna collect who are the influencer the guy with. Well, just not Molan and Q-Man and got for go, cause they got cut the deal. Q-Man they want to go to jail, he got promote the P.P.P. There's the safe, but hello, y'all now don't make me what I tell y'all what gonna happen. There is here more the safest bet. Start promoting the P.P., they're going to get half it with a little captain. So what these people are doing, these people are buying over all y'all favorite influencers, these people that is on the internet, making y'all skin, y'all teeth and laugh. It's all skin, teeth and joke. But when you as an influencer with a large platform, you have a responsibility. And when your responsibility is join a party and get the teacher and the teachers and the nurses and all these public services, the people who just come out and support you party. But then when the teachers strike or when the nurse strike or these people are teacher or nurses being victimized and these things, you aren't coming out and talk about it, but you want these same people come out and support your party. No, you can't, what people say, you can't eat cane and blow whistle at the same time, or you can't suck cane and blow whistle at the same time. No, you gotta pick your poison. And you can't choose. You can't choose all these popular influencers and DJ and all them with a gut promoting them and upholding and enabling this government with the nonsense and that they're doing to people. You cannot ask we to come out and support y'all and come out to y'all party and get y'all we money when we die in the struggle and these people doing y'all kind of thing. Y'all can't come out here and talk for we.
Exactly.
And Melly,
don't do it.
Judge Melissa, Judge,
and it's ridiculous. And it's ridiculous that some of the very same people that some of them are me live here now too. What they're punishing again, what the government doing all kind of thing. Somebody just find out yourself in these same influencers party. Y'all promoting everything to do. Y'all supporting everything to do. But then these are the same influencers that promoting this government and these people that victimizing and oppressing y'all. Make it make sense.
Melissa, let me ask
but then y'all want Melly Mel come out here and talk about everything. Melly Mel tired man. Melly Mel was a whole opposition leader for the last 5 years. When you talk now, Melly Mel is the only person to talk. Melly Mel, I hear you say nothing about this. Melly Mel, we think about this. Melly Mel think that you're fucking tired. This is what Melly Mel think.
That is it.
Well, Melissa,
I done with them. I done with them.
Melissa, both you and Judge, and them same people not gonna share your content. Because they're going to say, P don't vex, but they're going to share the same people, but they're going to call you when they got a problem. Judge, you
they're going to share the people content. No only though. All them fancy influencers and promoters, sir. The children going private school. The children wearing the best, the children doing the best because they're getting money from the government, they're doing the thing and so. Why are your children there? Are you trying that them school when you even get an AC? Then you put an AC in them classroom. Them private school get a lovely AC and so. This is what they're trying going. They're trying going to the best. They're trying eating the best. Them children living the best life. Them children in feeding program. We're giving them stale banana and sour bread and China was sending them to the emergency room. Them children eating them kind of thing though. It's me. I don't talk because I want to come out here and talk. It's poor. Let's come out here and talk for.
But Melissa, I want to add to Judge what Judge said too. Because Judge mentioned something. Judge said a lot of things happening.
Bye-bye, I gotta go to work.
All right, Otto.
Yeah, Otto.
Love you, Ms. Bloom.
Love you too, Otto. Judge said that a lot of leaders deliberately, I put the word deliberately, misguiding the population and have one set of people hating on the next set. Now, that is very deliberate, and Judge, it is a fact that you're mentioning there. But I want to promise both of you and all the viewers in the entire land, once I'm around and I'm there, I will come to the public with nothing but the truth. So I can afford to come, and they could come and say if I lie. If I say nobody never engaged me, I engage everybody. I write the government and all to tell them to go and meet them with poverty. I send a letter on national interest, not to join a political party. And the only body that reached out is Terence Campbell through the A.P.N.U, and we met there with the A.F.C. And I would want to, and David Patterson, but to come to me and to say that while you're not in the National Assembly, we know that you have value. We know there's a lot in you that Guyana needs, and I quote Terence Campbell. We know when it comes to the poor and poverty, we know the situation with women. We know you, Madam Brooms. How is there anything in law, anything that we're going to write and go to the Parliament? We will meet and discuss at the round table, and we would want to have your input so that even if you're not in the National Assembly, at least we will take it to the National Assembly, and I respect that. I just give jacket because I know they don't get Simone she coat, but I got my size in the coat.
Well, somebody is saying Honorable Simone Bruce, please support Win on the 6th. Did Win write a letter to say to her to come to the table?
Did Win ask for Simone support?
She asked, you see, this is the problem with some of them. Some of them must talk some trash out their mouth. Some of them just talk some trash.
Did Win write to Simone Brooms and ask for her support?
You're right, man. They could text me. When got on the 6th?
I don't know what they got on the 6th. Y'all just sit down. Oh, why she didn't call it? Why she didn't do this?
She didn't go in, and some of them be
y'all just run out your stink mouth sometimes.
Some of them in the comment section, Judge, and Melly a glad Judge because me get to see comment. Oh, but this one Brooms, and she believes she is. Why she don't want to join with people? Oh, you know right now if you place.
But how can you join? You think it's just for people to walk up and join party? There's a lot of logistics got to go on. There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of things got to go on behind the scene. You think it's just for people to get up and join? And every minute somebody talk about Win, are you ready to come out and drum down the throat before you call for peace and unity and love? You don't do it, so don't come for tell leaders what they must do. You don't do it. Because every minute are you cussing somebody on the internet.
No, I see.
You don't do it.
Hold on. I see some Latoya Washington say Win don't need our support. Well, if you feel Win don't need the support of the opposition, Win fighting a losing battle.
Very losing battle.
That's why it's because
Win need everybody's support. Every small party, everybody in opposition, Win need their support. If Win think that they could do it by themselves, then I wish Win all the best.
I'm gonna make a wish them later on today.
No, but Judge, let me say this to now. It is because they need nobody, make me they're in a worse position. It's 36, and all the opposition entire cannot compete in the National Assembly, and that's facts. That's not Bloom saying. So that's how good a one-man army and it works and it runs. But I will not be bothered about that. It is a wonderful thing that the party.
I don't play victim.
For me, no. It's a wonderful thing that the party don't need Brooms. That is not a problem. But hey, Guyana needs me, and they're right there for Guyana and Guyanese people. I don't have to be there for a particular party, but to be there by extension.
All y'all they talking. Y'all show up at the court on the 6th. Leave y'all job and go there on the 6th. Don't tell Simone Brooms to go there to show support. All y'all what they talking, you go there and support. Y'all go there on the 6th. Don't talk about victimization. Y'all get up and come out and go out on the 6th. Enough I didn't go out and vote either. And I shouldn't come on ever tell people what they must do because all you know everything, but yet still enough I come out and vote. Y'all in vote. Somebody never get an ID card. So don't even talk.
Had a little boy told me we just had a young man who stand up to oppression in the workplace with the Chinese people.
And he died lock up right now.
No, he get loose yesterday. Hold me. All these people coming and talk about mobilizing. I was on live. how much of them share and even step free this buy. But everybody was paying attention. Listen, how Muhammad was arrested.
Loretta, I add you to the live. I don't know why you're not coming on. Loretta, I saw you sent a request.
He was arrested. But let me tell you,
it's still showing Atto there on the live, on the screen, Melly.
It is the same Simone Brooms, the same Melly Mel, the same judge all really talking. And you know what? By the time police get here, you thank God for that. At least I know we heading. We went to Bartica. They carry food fee. Make sure the people in Bartica people.
I see your comment.
Sean on them. Pay bail and take you the lockup and wait till his sister come from Linden. That young man is equally important as Brooms, Muhammad, and everybody. Y'all ain't talking about the young man. You think injustice is just taking place and victimization at that level? Like young man went in the lockup because a man who you see it met an allegation that you assault him. And pay bail and got to go back to Barnica for court.
This is enough for them only doing, enough for them, this is what enough they're doing every day on the internet. Some of them barely get Wi-Fi and all they're doing is separating people when the day come. And all they do is tag them out full of trash and bullshit when the day come. And none of you don't come out and support nobody. None of you don't do nothing. But their party, Carla, sure enough, I went to the flashback party last night. I can't get up with bread this morning. I don't come for people on this internet because we have a voice on the platform. You, Miss Elizabeth, we have a voice on the platform. We don't want to be leaders because I don't want to be politician. This is me all the time. If I see something, I talk about it, and that's what I build my platform for. Some are there, and I could only comment in the comment section, but I can't come out to support nobody. Y'all come out and go support Win. You understand me? Y'all come out and come and tell Win, say, hey, Win, come to the table. Call Terrence Campbell, call the people, and y'all come to the table and let me stop fighting for power, stop fighting over each other. Because every day the police and the government tarnishing you when the day come in Guyana.
And you know what? Pay for you know what? Not only that, Judge. You know what the PPC? The PPC, the people here saying that the A.P.N.U, the A.F.C, nobody is running out there to support the Win. Nobody run out there to speak for them and support them. So the PPC, they say, no, the PPP can do. The PPP is going to bulldoze them. Victimize them. They're going to do them the most.
But who went supporting? Who went going out there and support? You got to put in balance it. They're going out and support A.F.C and A.P.N.U publicly. Hello, Melissa.
Well, that too. Well, that too. That is why you said if Win. That's why I said just now. If Win think that they could fight this battle by themselves or they could do it on their own, then they're fighting a losing battle.
But Melly Mel, we were just talking about the land story where the people trying to take away the land from him this morning, from the whole week. Where all these people there for no one tell you about leaders? The man's family getting victimized when the day come. He can't fight this battle alone. Since he come out the house, they're following. Since he make they're following. No, I get up and come out and go and support us in the comment section and talk about people. Y'all get up and come out. Every day they're victimizing you and your family, but I in the comment section, I had dirty bribe mouth for tell people what they must do. I come out and vote. I come out and vote election. Some I don't even live in Guyana. Some I never go back there for see the poverty. And I could sit down and never talk about Simone Broom because she put everything on the internet. Look how much things she be doing behind the scenes. She get up early, man, late, and I go meet people for make sure people eat, sleep, and drink. And I in this comment section, I had dirty bribe mouth. Man, I got wash your mouth. Why I can't tell people?
Kim Ali said, y'all is a set of clowns, Broom. But y'all is a set of clowns, but you don't we internet here watching we girl. It's you watching this platform. Yeah, you watching the clowns. Imagine you on we platform watching a set of clowns. What is it about you? Who's you then? Who's you if you sit on me platform for watch a set of clowns? Who's you?
She joined the 1.5 people on the live.
You joined the 1.5 thousand people on this live and call it people a set of clowns. But you ain't watching the clown show.
Melissa, don't be distracted. The point is, and I would say it again, you can't call for one and then call for the next. This can't make it look like that. You understand what I'm saying? It can't be just a talk and something that is one-sided. But I continue to encourage the people because like Judge said, a lot of people didn't even live there. And let me tell you, look, Joy, look how long I talk about poverty. Melissa, look how long. Up to now, Melissa, the swamp we went through, I still got the thing that pricked me in my toe. You hear what I'm telling you? We have seen it.
So much little, let's say something, so much little girl human trafficking, so much little girl missing it every day, the little girl going somewhere. You don't hear nothing about the story, nobody getting locked up, nothing. The first people house to go by here, lock up the whole house, all the adults in the house. I bet you nobody running away, nobody keeping nobody cheering no more. But this government slam them and doing nothing.
Hello. Right now, Alia, when they're talking, we have bigger problems than we have. So look at no fire, don't even live in Guyana. And let me tell you something, as somebody have to live under Trump and live what Trump say, because you can't open your mouth too hard. No fire running when I see any police vehicle or any immigration vehicle passing, no fire got run. So you can't tell me nothing Guyana nice.
The man, Judge, you can't show the things right now, because I'm begging a larger right now in Trump country. So you can't talk too hard, Obi.
You just run? I can't talk. If I want to talk, let me talk about unity. I have stopped spreading the hate on the internet. Because we come out here, and the day when the man went to court, I tell them, the man said, listen to me. The man said, I am not going and join with nobody. The man said, will work with the P.P.P in the interest of the Guyanese people. Now, the same P.P.P is doing everything in the power to make sure a parliament don't call. Budget not reading, the country moving slow. People punishing.
The country don't have an opposition leader.
The country do not have an opposition leader. Y'all talk about that.
It's a dictatorship, y'all.
Y'all talk about that.
Get it right now. And you get some Maduro right now in Guyana. A.F.C is the new Maduro. What are you doing about it?
A.F.C is the new Maduro. Come focus. He get the seat as opposition leader. Ask if he's sitting in parliament as opposition leader. Asking the question. The P.P.P doing everything in the power to make sure he don't go into parliament. They're doing everything in the power.
Good morning. Good morning. I am tired. I'm fucking fed up with the fucking Guyanese people. This is Anjan. I am fucking tired. I am fucking fed up. You understand what I'm saying here? What going on here right now? All this time, I thinking was A.P.N.U was the fucking problem. That A.P.N.U didn't want to join with Muhammad. But Muhammad, let me tell you something. I never disrespect you. But let me tell you something right now. Odessa, what's your name? Ching and all. I am mother son. I can't do it alone. I can't fucking do it alone. Yeah, I got to come together. Go to this fucking table with the A.P.N.U. Because you see the guy that is talking there and get straight up fucking shit. You understand? Yeah, I got to stop this mother son right now. Stop it, son. Right now, come together. Because if you all come together, people do it forever for this fucking government. And the guy is fucking punished. So your mother son, get it fucking right. Get it right, Mohammed. Get it right. Odessa, get it right. Natasha Singh, get it right. Hannah, get his mother's son right. Because I was the fucking problem now. All this time I say is A.P.N.U mother's son. You understand? I'm tired. I am fucking tired. I am squad come together. They want to fucking just
You're right, You're right.
What's up,
What's them?
What's the mother's son? I am squad. We punish him. We ain't getting the one we fucking feel it. We fucking burn the sister. Mother's son. They fucking very fucking move.
All right.
I am anymore. I will come together. Come to fucking brother Muhammad use the fucking win. Fucking application leading the mother son. Come out. Come the fucking out to the table. Sign for fucking A.P.N.U. Now. You ain't nothing mother son. You know, I got caught out mother son. I was a strong A.P.N.U supporter. I was a fight for the fucking A.P.N.U. And I turned over to fucking win. Don't just a fight fucking you. I will wake up at your mother's son. And the brother that just fucking punish him.
But Mama Brooms, there's any law for saying that the time frame for he to be in parliament, there's any law?
Melly,
that's the victimization where you get in. Nobody coming out. Everybody's coming there. Where are the fucking supporters there? Where are they there? Them 110 fucking supporters. Why are you there?
Judge and Melissa, right? Judge was saying we have some very important thing now. Just look.
I don't give a fuck.
And this is not a knocking on anybody. You have this situation that is going on presently in Guyana. In fact, this morning a statement came out from the embassy. Airlines, so Guyana is affected with what is happening. Flights are cancelled and different.
Tired, mother, but I'm tired.
Tired. All right.
Tired.
Melly, we noticed a statement from everybody else, and I just want to put this out there. We noticed a statement
What Mama Brooms go on?
Yeah, we listening. Brooms?
When I'll change to that.
Brooms?
We can't hear from Mama Brooms, Melly.
Fuckery. This one fighting that one fighting fucking this mother scum. All the
What happened?
fucking people them all fighting against one another. It's scum come together. Guys come to fucking get a whole one
Hello,
head
Daddy.
and upon the fucking country.
Hello.
Where did Brooms go?
Me no. Remove Atto.
Brooms?
Remove. We can't get Brooms. Remove back Brooms arm. Remove Atto. I still seen Atto on the screen, you know, Melly Mel.
Hold on. No, you scream wrong. Brooms in there on the screen. Hold on, let me get back Brooms. Where she got, man? Broom?
You know. See if you could add she back.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. See if you could add she.
Where you gone, man? Send back a request. Alex Rodriguez, don't come on this live and this is I end up on the skin teeth. This is not a skin teeth live. This is not go on package Chibney somewhere else. Go for Fatter Live or something. Fatter there on TikTok.
What's up, Delta 9 Media family? If you could hear me, please drop a 9 in the comments. We're here live with Melly Mel and Miss Brooms and other members of the ALP, exposing what is going on in the country after the elections.
In this spirit that y'all talking about, unity, in the spirit of unity, that the leader of the opposition, you know, the A.P.N.U, the A.F.C, the ALP, the Forward Band, and them meet at least as a broader opposition body, and even invite civil society and so on, and to have a discussion and so on this matter, that they could have even come up with a broad position and have a one statement, you know. But again, it is still just peace is what he put out, a thing and put out. And the importance of unity goes beyond the egos and all of that when it comes to country. You understand what I mean? And we still have to pay attention, and we got to get it right, because they have a lot of major issues, you know, that needs to be dealt with. And I'm telling you, regardless of if you like it or not, regardless even if you like me or not, you are seeing it, it will not work. You gotta be very, very strategic at this time in what you do and how you do it. The government boasts on the day of Parliament. You know what they said? Oh, we are better now, we are stronger, because we have 36 seats. We have 36. So all these people out there sometimes that you see, and they're talking and they're commenting and so forth, unless the truth come out there and everybody small up, their situation worsening, you know. Guyana is in a worse place right now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Somebody called Melly Mel.
We are in a worse place. Mm-hmm.
That is true. That is true. But if you pick up your phone and you walk the streets with the vendors who sells on the street during Christmas time, you will hear how much cry they're crying to you because no money didn't make. Christmas time, they punish to sell things that they normally will sell. They punish to sell it. Money in make. So I don't understand. And then you get so. But Mama Brooms, I'm gonna ask you this here. So when the opposition to go to Parliament, that's the only way a budget can read.
Well, you'd go to the Parliament for the budget, yeah, because the money has to be approved to the National Assembly, right? And so they have to go there to deal with the budget. I noticed somewhere in the press where it was said that you know, the Mohammeds are going to the court. But you know, even with the last from 2020 to 2025, you know, everybody sit down so quiet with a government dealing with the most resources ever in the history of Guyana and have never engaged with the opposition. There's never no communication. One time I think they meet with some border thing, but if as a nation and as a people, just like how we're looking at the negative precedent that we see setting in our territorial situations there, it is the same thing that has been going on in the politics. And from 2020, there was a different posture. And all of us, sometimes it's important for us to be reminded. The P.P.P, when they're governing with power, is a whole different thing. In my opinion, that is. It's not about country. The parliament was prorogued for 9 months for the first time ever in history.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? A lot of people now who crying out, it supported that. But we have the same player, you know, the same people coming back. And to do what? So everybody knows also that what they're going to do, they're going to struggle it out. I had said the morning, and just like Judge mentioning, that they're going to be cutting out brooms, because I had mentioned very early, all right, if Win got this matter going to court in the best interest of the country, appoint somebody else that they go as the leader of the opposition until this matter is ventilated, so that all these national issues and all these different things could move on. People, we have to put Guyana first. Don't put brooms. Don't put the LP. Put Guyana, and by extension Guyanese, which is yourself. But Lauren is on. Let me hear what Lauren come to say. Because Lauren, you got some questions to ask me before I come off the line. Yes, Lauren.
Lauren, are you here? I'm trying to add Lauren. I don't know why Lauren is. I'm adding him again.
Why somebody said judge opposition leader don't need to be in parliament for budget pass? Who said that?
Well, I mean, the parliament with a person probably saying, I don't know. But remember,
that's what they're saying.
All 65 persons are there. And with the P.P.P, maybe the person, right, you know, 1 to 65 persons are there and vote. I mean, the budget. I don't know where this is going, people, and I don't want to give my mouth liberty. I am not in the midst of it. I'm not running the country, you know. But you look and see what is unfolding.
So that means that the opposition will never go to parliament.
Well, I don't know. You see, I read in the press that Mohammed's taking this matter to court. So let us hear what the court is going to say on it.
But that's what I asked you earlier. Do they have a law or some way?
No, I don't know. I personally don't know of any laws, any specific day and time. What I know, it speaks about in the Constitution is a framework, a time where the parliament must be constituted. And if you notice, the parliament was constituted. They went there and they swear in all 65 members of parliament. There, you have a speaker, you have a deputy speaker, and so that. As it relates to the convening of the National Assembly, and to call that meeting to vote for the leader of the opposition, I don't know of any specific timeline by law. And so even when I read that it's going to go to the court, I was kind of waiting to see what's the outcome of the court, the interpretation and all of that. Because I tell you what, from the last election with the court and the CCJ and all of that, I mean, I'm a non-lawyer. I ain't got nothing I really understand with law and all of that anymore. Because I read in one of the rules in the cell, yet listen, while it says that the leader of the opposition, president must have consultation with the leader of the opposition to get the chair of GCOM. It meant, and this is not me, this was just said there, it meant that they got to agree. So I don't know, consultation means agreeing and all of that. So as a non-lawyer, I would give way and exercise the patience and the time to be guided by the learned persons which is the court and these attorneys and so on, and they're going to argue, they're going to deliberate. Is Loretta on it right now?
No, Mark BENCHOP is on.
Oh, Mark BENCHOP is on. Mark, good morning.
I wasn't getting Lord, but I'm going to call Lord and have him join via WhatsApp and put his voice.
Okay.
Lord, if you're hearing me, I'm going to give you a call.
Okay. Well, let's hear from Mark. Mark, good morning.
Yes, good morning. No, I was in the audience and I just clicked on the live to make sure that this is not an AI conversation, that this is real. Because I noticed Melly Mel change up for the new year, Judge change up for the new year, everybody looking shine. So I thought it was AI for a moment.
Why you calling my name?
Well, you calling every minute is mama brooms. How come you don't call Melly Mel or Mark, Papa Mark? Every mama, my head, but mama.
I scash mama brooms too.
Yes.
So here what's happening. The P.P.P done rig the elections. They done thief it. They done give themselves 6 seats. They done trampling all over the Constitution.
They give themselves more than 6 seats, Mark.
Yep.
Then we win the election.
The thief it. So when it's time for the unity to come on and they talk about unity, everybody got their own skelter way because everybody felt they could do it on their own. And then right after the P.P.P thief the elections, they rig the elections, they thief it, right? They thief the elections, they're trampling on the Constitution, and then they get the opposition parties now, instead for them to have, well, I can't say what they should have done before, but they should have been a unified front before. But now everybody fighting for self. Who is fighting to be chairman, fighting to be vice chair, fighting for this, fighting for that. Meanwhile, the P.P.P thieving the money, thieving the billions of dollars, and coming out and giving people crumbs, handouts, and cash grants, and them stupid stuff. And right now, we there on this live here, arguing about who this and who that, and the P.P.P, they're right, they're thieving and thieving and they're thieving and they're thieving and they're thieving. Look, this is Sunday morning, me able to hot up my head. I go in and look for some breadfruit or some pepper pot or something to eat and enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to continue watching y'all, but unity is more than just talking. Everybody fighting for themselves. And by the way, Mama Brooms, I don't like the soft tone this morning. I like the roughness. You're coming across like a diplomat now. But let me come off and give somebody else a chance. And y'all keep on, y'all think we got to do more than just the P.P.P rig the elections. They rigged the 2020 elections with their friends from overseas. They rigged the 2025 elections again. And everybody just enjoying themselves, fighting for themselves.
Anyway, well, Mark, you could go eat your pepper pot and so on. And I agree, but the thieving got to stop. And like I said earlier when Otto was there, elections done, and regardless of what, this is where we at and how do we move forward. And you're right, because people will talk and the supporters are out there, and this because, like Judge said, deliberately people is just misinformed the supporters on this body because that body, and it just get worse.
Every talking, and you know what we see is the repackaging of our hurt, the repackaging of our oppression, the repackaging of our
Where's the
problem.
solution, Mark? Where's you got a solution?
I stopped talk.
No, I'm just asking you.
No, I'm out of here. I think Judge knows the solution. Melly Mel knows the solution. Most of your people in the audience know the solution.
But tell us, what is it? What is it? Because we just want to know if it's the same thing that we have been preaching about all morning. What is the solution? Because I could only post so much. I could post whole day about corruption. The P.P. clearly shows right now that they don't care who say what, not nobody. The people ain't got no time with nobody. What is the solution? The P.P. is blatantly showing us that they don't have no time. At this point, I think the only thing now is a mass protest or civil unrest because the P.P. don't care. They don't care what nobody say right now. These people operating right now is Maduro dying Guyana. A.F.C. is Maduro.
One solution. But I'm out of here. I want people to say I'm talking about a solution, but there's a solution. Anytime there's oppressive regime,
so Mark,
they're trampling upon the rights of the people, like what the P.P.P is doing. It's nothing new. They've been doing it. They're buying some of our people out. They're giving people cash grant, and they're paying people to talk, and all these sort of things. And people remain quiet in that country. But yet they're gonna say that, oh, BENCHOP, why you don't come back to Guyana? BENCHOP, why this is too much talk. BENCHOP carry your old scrawly self. So suddenly I turn old and scrawly, man. Look, let me left. Let me go back in my basement, me old scrawly self, and I'll continue listening to your program. But everybody has a solution on social media. And most of the people who have a solution on social media, they probably hadn't gone back in 40 years, 30 years, 25 years, 100 years. And it is what it is. Everybody knows what needs to be done. Everybody knows who need to go out. Everybody who knows who need to shut up. Everybody who know every sort of expert they get. But you see me? I just a old farmer Camp Street man, there in the corner, doing my thing. But let me allow somebody else to probably come on and talk. And you guys have a great, great, great 2026. And let's hope that that change that we look for in Guyana, where all Guyanese will be benefited. Not a few getting thousands of acres of land, hundreds of house lots, and all these things are benefiting them friends and families and their favorites. And the majority of the people, whether they're from Port Morant, whether they're from Linden, are punishing, are struggling. And it seems no one in the corrupt P.P.P regime cares, and very few in the opposition who are paying attention. And for 2026, if the opposition doesn't go to have an attractive package, attractive team, then can't eat with dinner. I'll be back in this rocking chair talking the same thing 60 years from now. But I'm an optimist, though. I'm an optimist. I'm out of here. Take care.
Okay, Mark, will you get more fair than me?
Yeah. Is Lorette in or no?
All right. When Mark come down and bring Lorette, Lorette send back a request again. I'm going to try to get Lorette in again.
Somebody gonna knock me out, but why me even come off yet and Mama Broom's asking for Lorette? Is Lorette? Who's Lorette? Lorette's your favorite child. Lorette, man. Somebody knock me out.
Lorette is a beauty you get today. You're your favorite child.
Lorette. I mean, even done.
Mark it right.
No, but he's right. Coming up. He said coming up. So why Lorette? Yeah, all the time I just
somebody gonna knock me out. Let me go, man.
Mark it right. The store bring up Lorette.
And when Lorette comes and he going from camera because he get makeup, he got put filter on the face and all kind of thing. But Lorette. Take care, Lorette, man. I'm out of here. Later.
You see you, Mark?
Listen, I'm not gonna talk anything but Lorette anymore.
Right? Your favorite child.
I
ain't see no request from Lorette.
He gone in the comment section. He's working at the bottom.
Oh, here now. Hold on.
Oh, he's in.
I see now. Lorette, good morning.
Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Mama Brooms. Good morning.
It's something you doing making it coming on this live, but you know what you're doing. You're joining and getting knocked out.
No. Listen, I was on and then I was responding to a message. By the time I come back, the thing disappear. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but you can't respond to message when we bring you on because that's what would happen. Yeah, but you are saying Lorette.
Okay, yeah. So a few things I want to ask, and then I'm going to present my point of view on it as a common born Guyanese that looking on, not a politician, no desire to be one or anything like that, right? A few things. One, I know this last election, voters' turnout was very low. And my brother A.P.N.U judge was saying, I in the comment section saying this, but I ain't going out and vote, And from one perspective, that seemed like the thing. But I want to ask, when there is disunity, don't we think that the common man will be discouraged from going out and vote? Because even Melly, who is a very strong activist, she at one time said, look, I retire, I try me tower, like fed up. So if people are that is up there, that's rooting and running, what about the common man like myself that's looking on? And I'm hoping for people to come together. And then they don't. Wouldn't that make me lose courage and say, look, like I just fed up. Everybody just dealing with their own personal interests, so let me deal with my own too. If that is the case, the man on the ground that is a business owner or a content creator or a comedian or a promoter, you think he would start looking out for his own interests too? Because if the ones up there that taxpayers' money can be paying to look out for us seems to only be interested in their own interests, the common man can start looking out for his own interests too. But more than that, we come back to the point where Mama Brooms was saying, it's time for people to mobilize. It's time for people to come together. And I heard Ms. Broom said she reached out and Terence Campbell was willing, and there's some politicians that chose not to come on board. But I'm going to speak from the perspective of Forward Guyana. Forward Guyana movement has sent out letters to both A.P.N.U and WIN several times after the elections. So, I find, and I want you guys to educate me because, I'm not a politician. When a party is consistently saying, I can do this on my own, I could win on my own, and then the other parties decide to go, who's at fault now?
But Lauren, I mentioned earlier that if you're going to mention something and you're going to speak about WIN, I would prefer to have, because I'm not here to represent nobody, WIN or A.P.N.U. That what you're saying there, you come in there, I don't know where you get your information and where you get your...
I don't know where you get your information from, right? So Lauren, but and so, I never heard about that.
Because I don't want to touch...
About what?
Hold me, Lauren, because just like you're saying, you know that even after the elections, Forward Guyana, y'all can't even deal with the fractures also yet. And that should not stop. So they have a lot of rumbling, and everybody, you know the Bible, got to get the house in order, be honest, and come there. But I cannot answer the question, and because WIN is not here and A.P.N.U is not here, I am not going to say, I didn't say who reached out to who. I said who reached out to me, which is a fact. And I'm only saying that for me because I am here on the live. And so the question, and if or if not, and who reached out, and what were they reaching out about, I don't know. I wouldn't want to put my mouth in there or go on that. If you had Terrence and you had Amanda and you had Mohammed on this call, yes, that's a solid question for them because the players are there to answer the questions for themselves. But when
Mama Booms, one thing that remains a fact, and I'm sure you, Melly, and Judge would agree with me on it, if not correct me. What the Guyanese people need to see, and I think this is a perfect opportunity leading into the next election. Sadly, it wasn't instituted before. For Guyana to see, if not all, most of the opposition standing as one. And it's necessary. Why? Look how long elections pass. There is an opposition leader, yet the leader hasn't been sworn in. What is that saying to the common man? What is that saying to every other opposition right now? That the P.P.P don't care about what you think, what you feel, we're going to do about it. That's what we say we're doing, we're going to do about it.
That's what the P.P.P basically asks y'all, we going to do what we want, what y'all going to do about it?
But Melly,
what are you going to do about it?
Mark BENCHOP said, this is nothing new about the P.P.P. All right? And it's because, Lauren, you're on this call. I'm gonna leave a scripture here. You mentioned about what
you're on the wrong life. You gotta go by the palms and play with the age group.
Going forward, the Bible says, listen, God is the beginning and the ending. So what can happen going forward? I don't know. But like I said, the intentions gotta become clean because you make a valid point also when you mention about when leaders come to the public, Lauren. When leaders come to the public and you come to voters and you say one thing to them, and I'm telling you, I thank God for the obedience. There ain't got nothing that I come out in a campaign and say I could speak for me that I live or stand up to. Don't come to the public need and tell them that this is unity and we're together and we want to win election done. You're gone there broken away and fighting away there. All those things is destroying on the fabric and the minds of the electorate. Not just from a party standpoint. When people cannot see real unity and people trust, all right, this is what I want, right? This is what I want. But like I mentioned, and I'm going to say it again, I think something is working. It is boiling. I like it. The mere fact that persons from the opposition, if we reach back to the next elections, whether who ain't started yet or not, I believe and I'm looking forward to that there will be more consultation, more meeting, and start to working together. When you start to work together, you have a relationship, you have principles is established, trust is established, because we got trust issues and all of that in Guyana. You understand what I mean? And so then the public and the voters will see that. It mustn't come with a pretend today, oh, we can come and we sign a contract to the public, election time, hot and sweaty. I am not going to run to that. We must be working together and building on that. So what am I saying? I see a light in the tunnel, and I like it. I am only looking forward to it getting brighter and brighter. That is all I would say, and I rest the case. I am one that is willing and ready. Anytime, bring all the leaders. Don't bring the spokespersons. Bring all the leaders to the table, whether to talk, whether social media, right? Or any person. Bring them to the table and be ready to talk. And like I said at the lunch that I had at my home, once is for truth and honesty, because a lot of leaders just meet, talk, and go lie to the public. I am not a part of that. But I put it out there clear. Once it's truth and the honesty, listen, I am there. But all the jiggery poggeries and so on, I ain't gonna be a part of. Yes, Lauren.
And this is a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a regular Guyanese looking on, right? That is saying, man, we hearing this for so long. We want to see actions. What in the world could be stopping the opposition leaders from coming together and presenting a united front so all the supporters can be motivated to say, yeah, from now we're rushing straight into the next election? Or what could stop them from saying, we're coming? So even the people that didn't vote would be motivated to say, yo, we got to vote the next time. This is an opportunity to remove dictatorship, if that's the case or whatever. What can be done to show the normal man that it's not just talks like we've been hearing all the time? There's a real change that is coming about.
Well, let me hold on, Mama Brooms. Let me answer Lauren. Lauren, Guyanese now bent on it's a bidding. So if me is a political leader, and the only way they look out for every political leader to come to the neighborhood to make them the biggest and the higher promise. So all of them bent now on if you come and you say, hey, come, campaign with me, vote for me, I'm going to give $50,000. They support you. They do that. And that's what happening in Guyana right now as we speak. I am telling you.
But Judge,
that's called campaigning.
Answer Lauren. Lauren, you come and you fashion the question in a little slight different way.
What is stopping all the opposition leaders from coming together? So it simply mean, what he's asking, we're stopping Bruce, we're stopping Amanza, we're stopping Mohammed, we're stopping Terrence Campbell. Who else? We're stopping the opposition leader, these 4 leaders or these 5 opposition leaders. We're stopping Patterson. We're stopping these 5 opposition leaders from coming together. When can we see Brooms, Amanza, Mohammed, Patterson, and and Terrence Campbell? When can we see them presenting a new united fronts? When can we get them to meet?
Well, like I said before, and it's the same question coming back. I can't speak for Win. I can't speak because I'd read in the papers where Patterson, the A.F.C, coaching or something with Win and all of that. Listen, I don't know what is going on behind with other persons, but what I've said, and I mentioned it earlier, even with this situation here, for them to be a more coming together, and it must not be coming together for a photo op. It must be with truth and honesty and the going down apart, because we have seen a lot of coming together, Lauren. And when
Brooms here now. Brooms here now. Isaac, y'all. This we get what 1.8 people on this live. They say what you gonna do now? I gonna call Izunu, Amanza, Mohammed.
Remember Parliament.
Who else? We want the leader.
With all due respect to the General Secretary, the General Secretary and Melissa is right. Melissa is saying Al Mohammed. No.
I'm calling the leaders. The leaders. We're gonna get to the General Secretary and the Secretary and the Prime Minister candidate and all of them later. Right now, I'm talking about the lead. I'm gonna put all of them now on a phone call today Sunday. They can't tell me they're working. They're doing with the family. All of them could come on door with somebody say V-Park door and best. Everybody coming on a call now. Let me see if I can get everybody on one call. Right?
Run the rhythm there. Judge.
This is how the story this goes. Fast and nasty.
And Judge Melly Mel.
I just end up in this.
I want to say that there's precedent of hold me. And when we come into the public, and I know what the public looking for, and I'm agreeing to it, but I'm also, you got to call V-PAC to somebody saying, you're right.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Not a part of Forward Guyana anymore. I don't know. They signed a contract, but I don't know. So you got
Hi, good morning, Amanza. But before I say anything, Amanza, let me, I'm just letting you know that I'm here live. So I'm putting you on speaker. I don't want to yeah, no, we are myself, Brooms, Mark BENCHOP, Lauren Stewart, a group of us are live. So the question they wanted to ask, why is it all the opposition leaders are not coming together? Right? So I say we can't, well, Brooms is here. She has helped US Forward Guyana movement. Azadine Mohammed is Win. Who else? I said Patterson, but I don't have Patterson number.
Okay.
So I'm saying actually I have Patterson number, sorry.
You know, my question.
So I'm saying I can't answer those questions for all these opposition leaders or so. Only they can answer why is it the election is finished and nobody's coming together to have a conversation about whatever is happening. David Patterson, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Before you say anything, I'm just letting you know that I am live on Facebook right now, and we were having a discussion about the opposition leader. I know that you're currently the opposition leader for A.F.C, and Amanda's on the call. Simona Brooms is here. She has helped. I'm going to try to get the Win, Mohammed from Win, and who else I'm missing?
Terrence Campbell.
Terrence Campbell. Let me get Terrence. Because the people want to know why is it, because we can't look we are very concerned about what is happening, what the people is doing. These people are operating, they are not consulting with anybody, any parliamentarian, any opposition leader. The P.P.P is currently doing I feel as though we're living in a dictatorship, and the people want to know why is it all the opposition leader are not coming together and condemning, getting together and working together as to what is going on, what is happening.
So you sort of caught me on the fly.
Okay.
And it's a busy morning, but I'll say something very briefly and then I'll jump off of the call. I want to state for the absolute record.
Terrence Campbell just joined the call.
Please tell everybody.
I'll speak after I'm done. But
okay, no problem.
For the record, because I do have to get off of the call. I just pulled it up on my system here. I'm going to read a letter that I sent to both Azadine Mohammed and Dr. Terrence Campbell. The letter reads...
Okay, but Amanza, before you got to the letter, you sent the letter to Azadine Mohammed and Terrence Campbell. So you didn't send it to David Patterson or Simona Brooms or
I sent it to the opposition parties in Parliament because it is a proposed framework for opposition cooperation in the 13th Parliament.
Okay.
That is what the title of it is. And it says, "Dear colleagues, further to my letter of September 25th, 29, 2025, and in light of the announced commencement date of the 13th Parliament, I write again to emphasize the urgency of convening a meeting among the opposition parties to discuss how we might structure cooperation in the National Assembly. This Parliament presents a unique moment in our democratic history, with the government holding an outright majority. The effectiveness of the opposition in safeguarding constitutional norms, exercising oversight, and engaging meaningfully with the public depends on our ability to coordinate where possible while maintaining the independence of each party. To facilitate this discussion, I'm pleased to attach a proposed framework for parliamentary cooperation, drafted for consideration by all signatory parties. The framework outlines practical mechanisms for consultation, coordination of parliamentary activity, and engagement on areas of expertise, while explicitly preserving each party's full freedom to express its own views in Parliament and engage with the public independently. I propose that we meet at the earliest possible convenience to review the framework, exchange perspective, and agree on next steps. Given the immediacy of Parliament business, early engagement will allow us to demonstrate to the Guyanese people that the opposition is capable of organized, principled, and effective collaboration. I look forward to your response and to convening this important discussion. My office stands ready to coordinate a mutually convenient time and venue for the meeting. That was sent via email. Attached to it was an opposition framework for collaboration in the 13th Parliament. So I wanted to be very, very clear where Forward Guyana Movement stands. We have done that. So this issue of not collaborating and not
no, but Amanda, but somebody raised the point and said you send the letter only to Parliament, the head of the parties that are currently sitting in Parliament. But don't you think you need the other parties too outside of Parliament to work along with?
We need everybody to work along, but at the end of the day, there are parties represented in Parliament, and certainly we must be the ones setting the example. So it is not a question of exclusion. This is a question of what has to take priority. And if you're in Parliament, then you're expected to be able to function in a coordinated manner in the National Assembly. And that has been our position all along. We have called for the appointment of the opposition leader. I think we've been very, very clear about what our position is in Region 10. So I hope that this is clear for all and sundry where our position is and where we lie. Now, you called me.
Okay. I know you said you have to go. You're getting on a flight.
Yes. Actually in transit. So happy to take the call. Happy to clear that up. We wrote twice. We've proposed an MOU. We still are ready and waiting and able to meet to speak with everyone. We have serious matters to discuss. We have committees that have to be convened. We have sectoral committees that have to be convened.
So you're making it clear that Forward Guyana is ready to meet?
Since October 24th, we wrote first on September 29th before they called Parliament, and we wrote again on October 24th. And not only did we write, we sent a framework identifying how do we select people for committees, etc. So I wanted to be very, very clear where we stand. So please, whenever, when A.P.N.U, they're ready to meet, we are ready to speak because we have the interest of the people of Guyana at heart. I'm not into the games. I have no time for the games. Let us get to work for the people of Guyana. Now I got to jump, guys.
All right.
Thank you for bringing this.
So
tonight.
we heard.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you very much, Amanda. I know it was impromptu. I didn't warn you. I didn't say nothing. It's just that we're. A heads up. I know. And just let me make it clear, nobody on this call I give a heads up. Doreen Best is here, Honorable Patterson is here, Terrence Campbell is here, Simona Brooms is on the live. I'm trying to get Mohammed here on the live because I don't want to talk to no secretary, I want to talk to the leaders of these party, these small party, the opposition leader. I want to talk to the leaders because I want to hear from them. All right, Amanda, thank you.
So Melly,
Simona?
No, I like that to see Laurette clapping, but Laurette, it is clarified, even in Forward Guyana's letter and explanation, that it is not when you talk about the people who want to see all the opposition and y'all pull in the ALP, that you're clapping, that it is only who sit in Parliament should be really meeting and to discuss. And I want to point out on that. Well, that might be.
And I want to make this clear too. I do not think that only parliamentarians that are sitting in Parliament should meet to discuss on a way forward. I personally believe all small party that contested the election, this include Forward Guyana Movement, this include ALP, this include A.F.C, this include A.P.N.U coalition. I personally feel that all opposition leaders, whether they made it to Parliament or not, should be reached out to on a meeting.
Exactly. And listen to this. May I add, Lauren? And I want
Good morning. Honorable Patson, just let Simona finish one thing and then you can take over.
Lauren, just
Simona,
up for the public and to make sure that it's clear because I'm coming in honesty. Remember, at the last elections, while A.F.C did make it to Parliament and ALP, it was other votes, people who didn't even vote for Forward Guyana. It is the extra voter that got them in there. So it is saying the voice of each and every player at the last election should be equally important.
Should be equally important. I agree with you. Honorable David Patterson, over to you.
David. Look, good morning, everyone, and like everyone else on this call, maybe not Simona. Bit of a surprise, but it's not unwelcome.
I am very sorry. I didn't give anybody a upset. I'm just saying. So let me just give everybody a run. I'm on a live with Simona Brooms, and we're talking about everything that is happening again. And we're talking about the PP operating as though there's no opposition. They're not consulting with the opposition leader. They haven't even sworn in the opposition leader. Apart from that, we're talking about what have been going on, what they have been doing. Why is it that everybody's just laid back and okay with what the PPP is doing? Why are we not seeing peaceful? We don't have to be anything. Why are we not seeing peaceful protests? Why are we not calling on international communities? Why our leaders are not meeting and saying we are currently living in a dictatorship and we can no longer move forward like this? What is happening? Why is nobody, people are saying, why is nobody representing what is happening and what is going on? All the leaders just lay back, and I see Mohammed, and we want to know why is it that all the leaders for these political party cannot come together, get on a call, organize a meeting, and decide on a way forward and how they're going to deal with what is currently happening in Guyana. Because there's only so much myself and others could do. We could write 1,000,001 Facebook posts and links them and this and that. But clearly this government, the people has shown us, they don't care. They're doing what they want to do. Y'all do what y'all want to do about it. So what y'all going to do about it?
All right. Thank you very much. Right. So what I wanted to say, I've heard you clean. I agree with you, though, that there's strength in unity. However, I differ slightly because I don't think that it's only political parties. I think all of us, all of us need to be involved. Take all civil society as well. You know what I mean? So just simply calling on the political parties to unite and be, cohesive and present a united front is not enough. You mean? And let me say this.
Oh, you said that is not enough? You're saying that is not enough?
The political parties alone. Just calling on a political party, that's a start, maybe. Yeah,
but at least it's a start. But why are y'all not even getting to the start? We want at least y'all to get to the start and then tell us, the people, y'all are our leaders. We voted for y'all. We just look up to y'all. Y'all get to the starting line and then tell Melly Mel and tell the people what is it that y'all require from us. We can only lend support. Y'all get to the starting line and then come and filter down and tell we, well, Melly, this is what we want from you. This is what we want from the people. Then tell us what you need. But we need y'all to at least get to the starting line. At least get to the start. If that is the start, then can we get to the start?
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to talk, because obviously you're talking more than most.
Sorry.
You're asking us questions and telling us the answers as well. Look, for the record, let me say it out to me. What Manza did is Simone. There's nothing wrong with that. There's several phases and layers in representation for the opposition. And Manza is probably looking at the parliamentary level as well. Only, but that's just one level, one layer. Obviously, what Melly and you are talking about, that we should have discussions, we should speak, we should have a concerted plan. Persons have to put it aside. I mean, as you can see, one of the issues that we have is the question of egos. You know what I mean? When persons sit down and when we start saying, I represent this, I represent that, I represent the party and we're in parliament or this. I think that's one of the hindrances that we have. I think that it's about time. You're right that we all sit down and say, listen to me, don't forget about leadership and those things will emerge and come out. I mean, or even if you want to identify and talk about within a movement or within a collective opposition thing, let us talk about effectiveness. Let's just speak about how can we be better at doing what we want to do for the country. But it's a question of us, all of us, putting aside our egos, putting aside our previous, what should I say, our previous issues which we may or may not have, and looking at the big picture.
So
You know what I mean?
are you willing? So you're saying that you're willing to?
We've always the name changes. It's exactly the alliance and changes exactly that. So you must be able to sit down and have a discussion. And literally the discussion is what can we do together? Unfortunately, when people meet, they end up talking who will lead this, who will talk on this, as opposed to what is needed. And you're right, it's very, very simple. What is needed is everybody. You examine the problem, you say, these are the areas which I am capable of handling. I will handle that and report back. And we will do joint activities, etc. But it's just a question of us, what should I say, deciding that we want to move forward collectively. And maybe 2026 may be the year, who knows?
Okay, that was, for those of you on the live, that's the leader of the A.F.C, that's the Honorable David Patterson. Terrence Campbell, you're here on the live. Good morning. Sorry for not giving you the heads up. Terrence? Hello?
It's muted.
Hi, good morning, Terrence.
I joined the call, and basically I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody who is listening. I heard Amanza, and she spoke about the parliamentary parties getting together. But as the reality is, nothing is happening in Parliament. And I believe the question you're asking is how can we force the P.P.P to follow the Constitution? So I am all for engaging with, and mind you, I'm speaking here, and personally, I can't speak. I'm not the political leader of the PNC or the A.P.N.U. But I'm all for engaging on the issues at hand, which is how do we hold the P.P.P accountable? And that is not limited to Parliament, because there has been no Parliament. So even if we had sat down with Amanza and discussed all of the committees and everything that she is raised in her letter, it would have been for naught, because there has been no Parliament. I lean towards David's point that it should be the discussion at this point in terms of holding the P.P.P accountable has got to be broader than just parliamentary parties. Again, because there's no Parliament, it's got to include everyone. And I would say that the A.P.N.U has engaged the ALP. We have done work in the field with the ALP. We've had discussions, and I'm left out a little speaker. We've had discussions even with the A.F.C and David Patterson about putting together an umbrella. And the only way that I see us dislodging the P.P.P come 2030 is with a broad coalition.
So when is the A.P.N.U coalition going to reach out to win? Have you tried, not just win, but all like I said, we're speaking about reaching out to all political parties, not just
Melissa. This thing about
it's technical. It
is technical. I'm speaking here personally. I'm speaking on technical. I can find it easy. Listen, we did a cleanup in Broad Street. I called the Honorable Simona Brooms about 8:30, and by 9 o'clock she's on spot. It is extremely technical sometimes with a number of players to get together. I understand that people want to see a kumbaya moment, everybody locked in arms. As it is, the next election is 2030. I will say, give the opportunity for that to be built. It's probably will not happen tomorrow. I can pick up, I see Darwin Best is on the call. I can pick up the phone, call Darwin, and get him out to join me in something tomorrow. But when you're trying to bring all, and I don't want to identify, but there are parties that said clearly that they will not form a coalition with the A.P.N.U because of A and B. And so for those parties now to move into a coalition or into this unity, they will have to change that approach. I'm not here to point my finger at any particular party, but I'm saying there are major players who said, hey, we're not going to get involved with the A.P.N.U because we're not going to get the Indian vote, or we're going to be accused of doing so, right? So this whole thing now of having this giant combine moment happen immediately, it's tricky. But ultimately, what I'm saying to you, and I'll repeat what I said to you, to remove the P.P.P from power in 2030, there will have to be some giant coalition. Second, in order to fight the P.P.P now, in relation to everything that is being done, we've seen them with the Teaching Service Commission, right? We've seen them, and I will directly connect the P.P.P to the fact that a leader of the opposition has not been elected. For us to fight them, it requires a broad alliance, not only of political parties. And this is what might make it easier, but also, as I agree with David, civil society actors joining that effort. And that is not there as yet. And I'm sure the A.P.N.U will be willing to join such a broad alliance to fight on. And remember, even as you were talking about the A.P.N.U, WIN, ALP, Forward Guyana, the A.F.C, each one of these parties has its own interests. Each one, the A.F.C wants to win power by itself at some point. The A.P.N.U wants to win, but you must remember that they are also competitors in the political field. So, but where those interests collide, such as holding the P.P.P accountable, right? I am sure that the A.P.N.U will be willing to cooperate with others in terms of holding the P.P.P accountable. And I can tell you within the next 48 hours, you will see, and I will speak to it then, an effort between elements of the A.P.N.U and civil society to hold the P.P.P accountable. It would be even better if it were a broader grouping. But we stand ready in a broad framework to work together. But let me remind everybody that bringing everybody together when not everybody's interests are identical, it's a little tricky. It has to happen. It's a little tricky, and it will require, they must have some patience but it happens. As I said, prior to the election, there are political parties that said they were not going to work with the A.P.N.U. And so we got to give it a little time, and you'll see everybody come together. But the A.P.N.U has had discussions with the A.F.C. We have worked in the field with the ALP, and we stand ready to broaden that, to work in a broader framework in order to hold the P.P.P accountable.
Listen. All right, Doreen Best, good morning.
I'm going to jump out here now, though.
Okay, Terry.
Happy New Year to everybody who was on this live.
Good morning again. Happy New Year's to the viewers. I think I've told you this in the last live we were on. The effort and the energy that you put towards bringing a better Guyana, it's commendable. And Simone, if she's still alive, she can attest to this. I would have told her, I told Terrence, which she just confirmed. And I'm hearing this with you. Even with Amanda that just came off the line, where there might be some differences. What is important to me and VPAC is for Guyana to win. Not VPAC, not WIN, not A.F.C, not PNC, for the Guyanese people to win. So whatever it takes, I'm giving you this undertaking that we are willing, ready, and able to work with everyone for the sake of every Guyanese. So what I think is missing, and if you listen, to every comment that you heard, there's egos that people need to realize. Like,
still egos. Yeah, still egos. Still egos.
like what you represent. I don't have to like Amanda, but I like what she represents. I don't have to like Win, but I like the fact that you understand what I'm saying? Put the ego aside. Isn't that about me? We're not going in a relationship to get married here. If we're going to speak for the people and the objective is the same, then who cares what our personal egos is? And I think that is the problem.
But here's what I want to know. How hard it is for somebody to just call a meeting and ask everybody to meet? It's that simple. Like, how hard can that be?
Melly, hold on, Melly, just one single minute. I mean, Lorette, I want, in fairness of the conversation, are you hearing me, Melissa? Lorette, you hearing me? Anybody hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
In every fairness of the conversation, the letter that was read by Amanda is not addressing the question.
Sorry, Simona, please start back. We didn't hear you. I was answering on another. I was, replying to a message, forgetting that I'm on this other phone.
No, what I was saying, in fairness to the conversation and even for the viewers, the letter that was read by Amanda, it's not the one that is speaking to this broader question and what people are looking to hear as to coming together and a meeting broadly about a coalition and working together. Amanda read a letter that was sent to persons in the parliament, very specific to the parliament, and you know they got these sectorial committees and who gonna put who on where and how they're gonna share it up and different things like that. And so the letter that Amanda read, and that is why it might come across even when David talked about working with broader persons, and like Darwin, unlike Terence Campbell, the letter that Amanda read, and I was not trying to hush the conversation, but I was trying to, I didn't even realize I was off, to get you, Melissa, to ask the same specific question to all the, because outside of the parliament, whether the parliament is going on or not, the problem that is faced out there cannot be fixed in the parliament. You don't have the numbers to outweigh these people and all of that. So that is why I was making the point that everybody, and that's a question that you were asking, why is it so hard? And they all answering it, you know, egos. Just call a meeting and let we meet like that. No, it don't happen like that. And I'm not going to sit here on the call and tell you or allow you to believe that any one person is bad about that. So I just want to put that into context. It did not answer the question. It just speaks to, I write you that we meet on the matters going on in the National Assembly.
So I want to ask this question, right?
I got a question. While both you are former parliamentarian and Mr. Jefferson, how do we accomplish anything in Parliament without submitting motions? And after those motions are submitted, like you rightly said, Simona, we don't have the numbers in Parliament. So most naturally, what's needed is unity. So if we have half the country calling and demanding, that can be, in my view, like Melissa rightly said, that could be just as effective as going into Parliament, because going into Parliament without the numbers and not tabling any motion is almost like not going into Parliament at all. Do you agree with me?
But didn't you write a motion?
Simona.
Yeah.
Yes, let me say this. First, the comments, I heard Terence, I heard Darwin, I heard this and so forth. The mere fact that you initially start off thinking coalition, and you're thinking electoral coalition and those things like that, that's a sort of tenure in which I think that maybe Terence is responding and those things. What I was not, I'm sure most of the viewers are not even looking at it. They're looking for a collective response from persons that oppose what the P.P.P is doing. So first, the word coalition, I think we should throw that away. We shouldn't be thinking about that. And then just to answer Darwin is the speaker, is a gatekeeper, right? And I can tell you from personal experience, I would submit myself personally submitted tons of motions, and it took a year for him to approve it. The submission of a motion is never ever, it's not automatic. has to be submitted. It has to be approved by the Speaker to be included for debate on by the Parliament. So going the route of the Parliament, while it's necessary representation and so forth, to try and force them to act correctly may not be the most effective way. One of the most effective ways, let's speak of leader of the opposition. What we should do as law-abiding, concerned citizens is all of us pen a letter to the international agencies that still hold the tenure of democracy important. You know, you write to the Commonwealth Secretary General, because we're still under Commonwealth parliamentary system. So we write to the Commonwealth Secretary General and copy it to the other parliaments in the country that look, in Guyana, a so-called democracy, the meeting to elect a leader of opposition has not been held. Irrespective of the reasons, the leader of the opposition is a constitutional position, and that meeting should be held. I mean, if all of us write OAS, sign a joint letter to the OAS, Commonwealth Secretariat, the Parliamentary Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. There are other areas, there are other democracy institutes all around the world. We write them. Start to internationalize our issues, you know what I mean? I know all politics is local, but at times we do need some external help. All of us, irrespective of us having diverse views, irrespective of us not seeing eye to eye, irrespective of our personal egos, if that is an issue, that's right.
I see Dexter Todd is on the live. I'm going to try to add him to the call as well too. So let me just say this. I think
so these things we can start doing together on simple issues that we all agree on.
That will present a united front.
Yes, and then we can build from there.
And then you build from there.
You build from there. I try.
Melissa.
You know.
Let me just say, I have been trying to add Azadin Mohammed, but they keep saying that he's currently at Bourda Market with the vendors. So I'm going to add Odessa or Hannah I'm going to add Odessa or Anna, whichever one comes on. Wait, Odessa's already here. I try adding Hannah to the call as a WIN representative. No, yes, I did try.
Melissa, I am not going to agree. We have taken a principle because this conversation we have the viewers, and I would love that we have the leaders with the conversation and finish. He will done. Everybody can come on and any party, but I would still want us to hear from these leaders, Melly Mel. I don't.
And that is what I was saying.
Melissa, if I may, good morning to everybody listening. First of all, the leader of the opposition is Aubrey Norton, and the representative who spoke is Terence Campbell, sorry. And Terence, to the best of my knowledge, is the head of the parliamentary delegation. And so I do not foresee a problem, since Aubrey is not the person present here. For me too. If we are talking about, if you may allow me, Rooms, if we are here talking about bringing our parties together, while I understand the principal position that was taken, I do not foresee how having the person who is second in charge represent the leader of WIN, because he is unable to be here at this time. So in retrospect, what we are saying is let us not have a representative from WIN at all if the leader cannot be there. And that goes against the reason for us having this discussion, which to the unification of these parties as it relates to certain matters.
I disagree.
I mean, you're free to disagree.
Yeah, hold me. Melissa, Madam Odessa, before you get
hold on. Let me Simon Bruce 1 minute. Let me hear Patterson. Patterson, what you're saying?
So short call that you have, I haven't checked it there. You can see where the issue lies. I mean, it's a territorial issue. The whole discussion.
I just can't with the
listen
together, and you start to see who leader who can talk and those things like that. I joined it, of course, and I thought, well, it's an opportunity to share opinions, opposed to make decisions. And then maybe, who knows, we can have a commitment sometime down the future to have something formal to sit down or another topic or so. But at this stage, right, it's a question of sharing openly with your viewers opinions on how we can move forward. I made some, and we've now regressed back into who can represent and who can talk and who can talk. You know what I mean? And that is the question of putting our egos in check, because obviously on this live, we can't make any decision that commits our parties to anything, and we can make a decision as
all we are trying to do, all we are trying to do is I've been trying to do all morning, and I've called all I did, as you can see, I've been ringing all the leaders for the small parties, for the parties, and I rang all the leaders. Everybody else answered except Mohammed. I attempted to join Hannah. I attempted to join Odessa. Some after I didn't get Mohammed, some other representatives, because people keep saying in the comment, oh, he's currently live at Bourda Market with the vendors or whatever. But all I'm trying to do, all we on this live, the 2,000 of us are trying to do, is try to get you guys to present a united front on issues that are currently facing all of us as Guyanese. We're not asking y'all to unite. We're not asking y'all to be a coalition. And I think Terrence may have mid-read where I said, oh, I'm not asking y'all to be a coalition or anything like that. I understand that at the end of the day, come 2030, A.P.N.U wants to go to Parliament by themselves, WIN wants to go to Parliament by themselves, A.F.C would like to redeem themselves, go to forward on whether they decide to join or not. I understand that everybody is fighting for their individual spot or whatever in Parliament, whether they want to collate it come 2030 or not. But I'm speaking as of right now with what is happening. Can we get our political party, the people that we voted for, right? Because regardless of whether AP and A.F.C and Brooms and V.P.A, regardless of whether they got a seat in Parliament, there are people that still voted for them that deserve to be represented. So all I'm asking is, can we at least get these parties to come together on a to just meet? Can we get the leaders of this party to just meet and decide what are, even if you all just have to meet to decide, okay, this is what, like Patterson, you just suggested something, like you guys writing to these international committees, and each small party sign it, saying, well, we are going forward as a united front on this issue. We're going forward as a united front. We demand that an opposition leader must be appointed. All the political parties sign off that contested the 2025 elections, sign off on the letter. That is presenting a united. That is not working together or collating, but that is presenting a united front on issues that are currently facing us, because the P.P.P doing what they want and nobody doing anything, because they see that the opposition and the parliamentarians and these small parties are divided, and they are loving it.
Melly, I want to clear before I come off the air, I just want to say to all the viewers, the only reason for me was just trying for us to hold the call to where we started from. So I want your viewers and everybody to forgive me. And Dave, it's not about locking out. We started this call and
saying that we were speaking to leader, the leader.
And we took an agreement, Melissa and Judge and myself and Otto, that we try for once to speak to the leaders. So David, is not about anything else. So I was just, even when she was saying Terrence, I was just saying Norton, because I was just trying to hold the goalpost, because I know when you're on these live, people come in after and they don't understand what is going on, then they start an attack, and then we move into all sorts of different things. So this was just a quick sample of that. And so the viewers and all in the comment section, and to David Patterson, that is the reason, because even when Laurette speak, I said, man, don't speak unless the leader is there. And it was wonderful that we got Amanda. After that, I was making clarity just to upbeat people who were joining the live. What was the question asked? And what was the letter all about? So it is not to contradict, to take away, to abuse, to interject into anybody speaking. We were just, and Melissa, you know that. So please repeat and so on to the viewers, so they understand why I was saying about the leaders, right? Coming out here. That's for the only reason.
Melissa, on the call also, I represent the common Guyanese. the regular day-to-day Guyanese. And I'm listening to everybody. Every leader that has spoken so far stressed the point that what is needed is coming together. No one, it's very hard for any one party to overthrow or clearly, right? So my question as a common man is, if everyone understands this, why Melissa have to do a live to ask the political leaders to, if it's that's so to me, to a common man, it is coming across as if it's all talks. Because if it was really intent behind it, this live would not have had to happen to begin with. So, there's some clarity in that.
And you're right. There are talks going on. May I remind all on the live too? Terence alluded to it. Amanza read what she sent out to have talks to deal with Parliament and all of that. But I think what it is, and you're right, Lauren, and the answer is because of the egos. Why is it not the broader? And I think within every space, whether Terence was, you understood what he was saying, they will have their own little shortcomings. And he too was saying, listen, I'm not speaking from the party standpoint. But in it all, the layman and the man, which is you and anybody else, like everybody else, it must be a coming together. And I think at least the leaders must hear that. And that is a big call. And you have sounded the alarm for many persons, if I get you right. We don't want to hear all the bull nonsense. Just that we come together and know what you're coming together for. Melly Mel said, we said come together for collate and say you left your party or not. But is there one issue, two issue, three issues that you could come together on in one thing, right? And I think that is a good start and that is a good place. I hear
we need to present a united front. Like I said, look what is happening. The P.P.P are basically doing what they want and saying, y'all do what y'all want to do about it. We can do what we want. Who holding them accountable? If everybody sign one thing, putting out individual, who holding them accountable if they're small parties and parliamentarians and the leaders of these opposition are not presenting a united front on certain issues?
I mean, look how long election passed. We have an opposition leader. The P.P.P decided not to swear him in, and yet everybody's going on as if it's business as usual. This should stir up aggression in every single opposition leader to say, had it been me, we would not have been comfortable. So we are all against this. If you sit back and allow this today, then what tomorrow going to look like? All today's silence is saying is that we can take whatever the P.P.P do we. And all the P.P.P head is, we can do what we want, who can stop we?
But Lauren, you're right.
If I may speak, Lauren, I'm not sure if I can, but if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Almost all of the opposition parties, to the best of my knowledge, have indicated publicly, whether it is via letter, on a live, during an interview, that they are opposed to the position that the Speaker of the National Assembly has taken. And I do agree that we should do more as a collective as it relates to the leader of the opposition. Additionally, I also believe that the magnitude of the discussion that is needed for any form of unification has to take place around the round table, not in the public space, because of course we will have disagreement.
Yeah, that's not, but the round table in meeting, y'all in meeting around the round table, we only talking in private behind the scene. So hence we have to take the public space and call y'all out publicly.
I understand what you're saying, but if you may allow me, and I'm not saying the call out is a problem, don't get me wrong, but I am saying that this has to now move from where it is currently to another space. And my only issue is with, let us say we decide we're going to meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And Best, who is in charge, or there's the leader of VPAC, is unable to make that 1 o'clock meeting. However, he is able to send another representative. Are we therefore saying that we will exclude VPAC from the discussion in its entirety because the leader isn't present?
No, I don't think that is it. I think what they're saying is they want to hear if they are going to meet and the leader can't meet, then let's reschedule the meeting when the leader can show up to the meeting because we want to speak to the leader.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that in terms of the leaders of these parties, in very many instances, these are extremely busy people. Terence travels a lot. You know, you have a lot of things going on. Well, Terence is not the leader, sorry. RB travels as well. What if that person isn't there? Are we therefore saying that we're not inclined to have a representative? Because no leader of any party can go into a space on all these matters and definitively make a decision as it relates to anything. They will still have to come back and to meet with the group and to have discussions with their respective groups. And then you meet again to say, you know what, this is the position of the party. Or are we saying only the position of the leader alone matters without engaging the party and without engaging their people to hear how they feel on these matters? So I'm saying, all I'm saying is, that there will have to be engagements with the leader of these parties as well as with their people, and then they will come back and we will settle on things. There are certain things you can settle on immediately. There is no if, buts, or maybes. The parties already know what their position is on those matters. And so they could definitively say yes to this, yes to that, without even having to go to consultation, because they have already spoken with their party members or the executive of their party on these issues, so they can come back.
Odessa, a Zoom meeting, we get technology. A Zoom meeting can't exclude the leader of the party. If he can't make it, he can join via, if he's out of the country or in the country, he can join via Zoom. It's that easy.
Listen, also, what his physical presence is not the only thing. What if you're in a meeting? What if you have a, because this is.
Oh, that's those are excuses. I sorry, but I really can't take that as a.
I have a question.
Excuses for anybody, but I'm just making the point that if we're talking about inclusivity and unity in terms of parties, because there are things, there are engagements that people have that they may not be able to get out of based on the scheduled time.
Well, then we schedule a time when they can get out of whatever. If it's important enough, if meeting to decide on a country that people elected you to run and voted for you, if it's important enough, then they will make time to meet. They will make the time to meet. Because nothing can more important than what the people of Guyana is going through, and they need your attention. Then if it's important enough, you will make the time.
That part.
You have to make the time as the leader of the opposition. You have to. I can't take them excuses. You have to make the time. If it's important enough to you,
you have to make the time. Just trying to understand that if there is anything that forbids, for example, Azadine has sport. If the time that everybody else is comfortable with minus C is that time, then what? We say we exclude somebody. I'm just trying to understand.
No.
I think you said we schedule.
I understand.
I think what the people are saying, they want the leader to meet with the other leader. It is time. We want the leader. We don't want to send a representative. We want to send the PR person. We need the leader to have discussion with the other leaders. If he wants the second in charge to come with him, it's fine. If everybody else wants to bring the second in charge and they want to have this meeting, that is perfectly okay. But they need to hear from the leader. They need the leaders to come together. They want to hear from the leader. This is not a matter of...
I understand and I don't disagree, but I was just trying to understand in its entirety what we're looking at. And I have no qualms with it whatsoever. Azadine has made himself available for meetings with other leaders and members of other political parties. In the past, I don't foresee him not making himself available for any meeting of any sort.
In the future. But that's what we want here. We want to know that that's what basically we ask. We want to know that they're actually at least willing to meet, to have a discussion on what they're going to present the United Front with, while still trying to maintain their individual. Because we are like Terence said, everybody it comes 2030, everybody going up with their own political party. So at the same time, they still want to maintain, do the own work, do the own thing and stuff.
Melissa, Dr. Campbell said he said maybe. But he said 2020. The only how we see the P.P.P. being dethroned is by, a broader coalition. So or don't let me use the word coalition, but Melissa, thanks for answering the question, because, it's also frustrating, and that's why just now, even with Terrence, he ain't got to come around and say speak from a personal standpoint. But it's very, very important, the point that you've made. When people go there and vote, many times they vote for the leader, the person. And none of us, we can't be too busy. I think it's big people. You can't make it like you say, you fix the next date. You can't be too busy, because when we go there at election times and on the campaign, we don't sell it how we can be busy.
You have to lead up the leaders.
All right, good morning. So I finally was able to get the leader of the opposition here. Azadin Mohammed, he's on the call. I don't know if you've been tuning in, I don't know if you've heard, but this is just something random. Sorry for not giving nobody a heads up, but we have been trying to get all the leaders of the opposition party to come on a call and to have a discussion as to why is it, basically what we're trying to do, what people have been asking is, why is it that the leaders of all these small parties and the opposition, which means this is Doreen Best for VPAT, Amanda was on the call earlier. Amanda said she is willing and she's ready to work. The Honorable David Patterson, he basically said the same thing. Simona Brooms is on the live and she said the same thing. I think the problem is everybody is reaching out to somebody else, but excluding one party. Then this party can invite two parties, exclude the other two. But what we're saying, when is it all the parties are going to come together? Because the P.P.P. behaving nice right now in Guyana. We're currently living in a dictatorship. When is it Azadin Mohammed, Darwin Best, David Patterson, Simona Brooms, Amanda Waltron, and Aubrey Norton or Terrence Campbell? I forgive me, I know how the dynamic. So Odessa just correct me that technically Terrence Campbell is not, but I don't know. But whichever slash, when is it yourself, Azadin Mohammed, Doreen Best, the Honorable David Patterson, Aubrey Norton, Simona Brooms, and Amanda Waldron are going to come to the round table to discuss a way forward and representing Guyanese, the Guyanese that voted for y'all, how much ever people, when are y'all going to decide on meeting at the round table and having this discussion? Because we cannot go, I mean, talking about 2023 and what is going to happen with a grand coalition. We ain't talking about a coalition or anything, but when is this discussion going to happen? Who is going to make the first move? Who is going to write the letter inviting everybody to a meeting? Who is going to pick up the phone and call each other? Look me, I get everybody number in my phone. Who is going to put everybody in a group call like this and say it's time to meet? Let's meet. Let me add Norton to this call. Hold on. Somebody add Norton to the call for me. David Patterson, you're on. If you can add in Doreen Best, if you can just add Norton to the call. Let me try to add him too. Whoever first can do it for me without me coming out of the call.
He's allowed.
I already did.
Okay, thank you.
So you was Melissa, and good morning, folks, all again. So I see that you're hoping the challenges. You hear just the question of meeting of who can talk. It's a challenge, but I'm saying this is, we have to approach this in a wider, broader perspective. I know right now.
But I understand the challenge is not just about who can talk. I understand Simona Broom's point, and I understand what Odessa is also saying. I understand both points. Yeah.
You mean, it's just a question. I mean, I see no harm.
Mm-hmm. No, I know, but I understand both. I understand both points. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who's interested? Political parties, civil societies, individual advocates, whatsoever.
We are calling Norton. Hopefully, he comes on the call.
If leader win on the call.
All right. Yeah, Azadin Mohammed is on the call. Good morning, Azadin.
Allow him to speak.
Hi. Good day, everyone.
Good morning. So we are on the live, just letting you know we're live on Facebook, and this is the discussion that we're having right now.
Yes, so basically the issue is the government, the president and the vice president, they have Mansour Nadir like a puppet, the Speaker of the House. He is a stooge of the P.P.P. Right? This is a dictatorship government we're living under. They don't want to convene the meeting. I wouldn't say Mr. Mansour not here. I would say the president and vice president. They don't want to convene the meeting so that the non-governmental members can elect the leader of the opposition. I know for sure when that time comes, we will get the support from Mr. Mansour and the A.P.N.U because there is only one presumptive leader of the opposition presently. We have the most seats. So even if they vote against me, we still have more seats than the A.P.N.U and the Amanza's party. And I saw they wrote letters in support of me. But the problem is we need to get the Speaker of the House to convene the meeting so that we can elect the leader of the opposition.
So again, let me ask you this as, when is it fine? I think Odessa made that point. I think Darwin Best made that point. Patterson made that point. Simona Brooms as well made that point. That they have, Amanza made that point too. That they have written letter and they have stated publicly that they're calling on the Speaker of Montana there to call Parliament so that they can elect an opposition leader. However, we are asked, basically what we want to know is if you, Azadeen Mohammed, I should have made the question shorter. When are you, Azadeen Mohammed, willing to meet with Darwin Best, David Patterson, Aubrey Norton, Terence Campbell, Simona Brooms, and Amanza Waltron to discuss a way forward? Because writing letter demanding in working right now. Are you willing to meet with them are you willing to facilitate a meeting with the rest of the opposition members to discuss a way forward or how we all are going to work together moving forward as it relates, not a coalition. We're not asking you to collate with the A.P.N.U or form a coalition. But when are you willing to meet to have this discussion?
No, you can get them now and I could meet in 5 minutes after this call.
Well, some of them are, you see. Well, that is what Odessa was saying too. That's why I said I understand Odessa's point as well, because Odessa was saying. So Simona Brooms is out. I know for a fact Simona Brooms is here in the US right now. So she won't be able to meet it. Amanza is in transit now, about to get on a plane, so she won't be able to meet.
But he's willing in the future.
But he's willing to meet.
Yeah, I meet with any and everyone. So I can meet now. I'm available now. I can meet next minute.
Okay, so we can't set the meeting from next minute like Odessa have been saying. But can we hold, what about sometime next week?
We can meet anytime.
So you're available at any time?
Yeah.
So you hear? The opposition leader said he is available at every time. So Honorable David Patterson, Darwin Best, Simona Brooms, Terence Campbell, Aubrey Norton, he said he's available to meet at any time.
Melissa, can you let them know that from the common man's perspective, it seems as though it's a lot of ego. So when they meet, hopefully all egos are stripped so that
all egos are set aside. We have a problem y'all had in the past. Who say what about who do this, who do that? When y'all go through the door for the meeting, put all of that aside, and this is what we're doing going forward. This is the presented front that we're
I am prepared to sit publicly. I am prepared to meet with everyone and put all what was said aside and put Guyana first to work with all of the opposition.
Simona Brooms, do I?
Anytime.
David Patterson. Honorable David Patterson.
I thought I started off by saying that I thought that we should have a elective thing, and I thought that's an indication from, someone that came on. But we will see. We will meet.
We will meet. Okay. So you're willing. So Simona Brooms. Hello, Simona Brooms.
Hi. I was far from the phone. Yeah, Melissa.
Sorry. So everybody else here is giving the go ahead. Well, Amanza was on audio. She said she's willing to meet. So basically everybody said the Honorable David Patterson, he represents A.F.C. Azadeen Mohammed here, he's here for WIN. Darwin Best is here for VPAT. Simona Brooms, you are here for ALP. Amanza's for Forward Guyana Movement. Everybody is saying that they are willing to meet. We just want to hear from you publicly confirming that yes, you are willing to meet.
Well, like I said, I was one of the first persons, and yes, I answered that. But I said earlier too that even while that is on the board, I don't know for me to ask for a request also this matter that is taking place with Venezuela. Your space shuttle now and all of that. You have some of the giant players, how they're available.
How they are available. But you can meet, you can do it via Zoom if that's the case.
That is the point I was just going to tell you. You said I'm not there, but technology.
Technology. Good. You see, Simone is even willing to meet via Zoom.
Technology. You know, once you got internet, you got connection.
Somebody add Norton. Let me see if I get Aubrey Norton here again. Add any again. Add any Guyana number, the US number. It's ringing, but it's not.
Sunday.
Yeah, because we need to. It's time the people of this country, throughout all 10 regions, we need to stand up and speak out against this dictatorship government.
I agree.
Hold on, let me get. All right, so let me see if I can get back Terran since I'm not giving Aubrey just to jump.
Terrence can't make the decision. He said it earlier that he's speaking personally. Please get it from Aubrey.
Aubrey, we need to get the go ahead to meet from Aubrey.
And we have the leader here. You hear what Mr. Mohammed is saying. So please send his name a message. Even if we off the live, you could still send him a message. And
yeah, it's time.
All right, so we need Aubrey. We need Aubrey agreement. He's still well, technically yes, he's still.
But we have a start. You have a start.
We have a start here, Blooms. We get 5. We're good.
So let the perfect be enemy of the good. You are unable to, for whatever reason, I do assume because you can't get Mr. Norton. That's okay. The start is good. So therefore, let's work with what we have and move forward.
So
opposed to being stalled because you haven't gotten the perfect response immediately.
So what I will do, I will try to when I come off this live, I will continuously try to make contact with Aubrey Norton. And for those of you who are wondering, oh, but you didn't think, yes, me and Aubrey Norton, we've spoken after all the back and forth on Facebook. I've had a conversation with him. We did speak. Terrence Campbell facilitated that conversation between us. You know, I explained my point, he explained his, and we have agreed to let bygones be bygones. So yes, I did speak with Aubrey Norton outside of all of the back and forth. So yes, I will try to reach out to him personally after I come off the live, and hopefully he agrees to this meeting, whether it's virtually or in person, and we can get this done, because we cannot sit back. We cannot sit back and allow the P.P.P to continue to behave and do it. We can't allow it. We cannot allow them to continue to do this. And they love the fact that the parties are divided, so that is why they continue to do what they're doing. So I must say, Honorable David Patterson, thank you very, very much. I appreciate Darwin Best. Mohammed, I appreciate you even just coming and giving and agreeing to say something, because I didn't give anybody a heads up. Y'all could have cussed me. Y'all didn't. Y'all agreed to come on. Y'all agreed to have this very important conversation. I will hope that this live will stay up, so that, you know, thousands of Guyanese can see that, you know, we have come to an agreement here today. It's a way forward. It's we take a step forward. And hopefully, I'm praying and hoping that I can know that's all I could do right now. Pray and hope that this is a start of something. You know, this is a start of a movement, of a fight, whatever we want to call it. And I'm hoping that this works, and we hopefully by next week or sometime we could start seeing a united front, or I shouldn't say united front, but a united movement for the people of Guyana.
Melly, I have one question.
Yes, please.
I have one for all the leaders then. When you say united front, the leaders need to start uniting their supporters
on particular issues. United and coalition is two different things. We're not asking for a coalition. We're asking them for them to present a united front on issues that are very much concerning to all Guyanese. And the first thing,
I love that. But then if we don't have the supporters can support each other despite of what political party, because it could come in and they could be tearing down other leaders and cussing other leaders, all because they say something or doesn't they don't agree with. We can start to say, hey, let me jump and do a big unite. because you understand me. Then on the other hand, the P.P.P is going to start, as the what they're doing already in Guyana. They start buying everybody, as you rightfully said earlier. They're buying everybody. So if the people of Guyana, the leaders can come together, that's beautiful. But it's the people to unite them and bring them together. That's what we wanted.
That is true. But that is true, George. But first, let's start with the leaders.
Yeah.
At least let's start with the leaders. They will set the example, and then in that case, then I said, then it's the responsibility, and any one of the leader in this life can correct me if I'm wrong. Then it's the responsibility of activists like myself and others with huge social media platform to present and promote this united front as well, because we don't just have a huge platform or a big platform for just having its sake. There's responsibility that comes, and if we as social media personality, influencers, activists, whatever it is y'all want to call us, if we have a huge platform and we have influence over others, then we as well need to present a united front. We as well need to promote and educate our followers and the people that are looking up to us as to why it's important for us to present a united front regardless of our political differences.
But yeah, and also, Melly Mel, I want to see political leaders calling out on the supporters also. Because if you're talking about ego, not every time you say something about PNC, somebody else is ready for cuss you out. Now you say something, yes, everybody want to say what they want to say, but well, then this is the thing.
That is politics. We are going to always agree to disagree. You can. That's not a problem that we can fix today, tomorrow, the next week.
How the leaders can actually bring everybody to say, yes, we're going to have this unite front. How they can do it. Because the supporters, oh, me and like she, and me and like you, and me and like you. Because we could have a unite front. We could have a unite front. The unite front should have been there from the beginning. But I was saying, everybody and the supporters have a different ego among people. They cuss people out. Oh, I don't like you, and I don't think you should do this with you, and I don't think you should do that with you. So there's what we're talking about. Is it disrespect?
I mean, Judge, I hear both of you, and let me say, even for this morning, a lot of time people talk about they want to have broader just conversations publicly. Sometimes a live is going on, and people join the live after. Look, for example, this morning. And you're making a point, or you're trying to hold to clarity. You hearing me? You guys?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
And you're holding now for clarity and to keep the persons who might now jump on aligned to the conversation. Then also, the people of themselves sometimes jump on. And like Judge is making the point, people believe that the only way is just jump on, they cuss down this body and this and that and that. That is not, indeed, it's not helpful. It's not helpful to any growth. It's not helpful to your leader. It's not helpful to the country. You understand? Because if you are on a live and you just allow people to run with whatever without even giving them clarity, then why have the conversation? Why have the conversation?
Well, Simona Brooms and everybody else on this live, I'm a very straight up person, and I'm not even going to say I am one of those persons. I am one of those persons who from time to time will call out bullshit and cuss people and all kind of thing. So I don't feel I'm the best person to be judging in a position like this. Me and sanctioning in this, I am sitting from a position that I cannot speak from the position that I am sitting on, because y'all know how I be sometimes. So I ain't even sanctioning in this conversation, Judge, but I understand where you're coming from. I just really can't, really can't. And I'm going to give you an example in the case with what's his name that was ring the bell, was Sherrod, in the case of Sherrod Duncan and Odessa with the whole parliament thing and calling her out her name and so I came on the internet and I cussed Sherrod out. I love Sherrod. I still love Sherrod. Sherrod is still my brother, but I can call you out publicly if I think that, this is not what you should be doing. I can call you out publicly whether Sherrod decides to talk to me or not again. Me really care. I don't call you out. I don't say how I feel. You say how you feel. We done. You want to carry the grudge over. I still love you as my brother. We still in the same fight. We still fighting for the same thing. But I just can't. Sometimes I just can't, I mean, yeah, and I know, and it's kind of a little hypocritical too, because I'm just speaking about using your platform to promote a united front and them thing, and then I'm still talking about what I did in the past. But it's kind of a little ticklish situation for me, and sometimes y'all gotta understand, I've been doing this for a very long time, and it's frustrated, and I'm tired, and I just want leaders and other parliamentarians to pick up the mantle and present the united front, fight for the people, move on.
All right, well, you know, like everybody.
I want to say, Melissa. Sorry, I have to leave now.
Okay, that is fine. We already heard from you, and like again I said, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure everybody else on this live, thank you very much, Honorable David Patterson. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you. I can't say thank enough. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for even, you know.
And good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, viewers, and let's see where we go.
Pray for your auntie. That is it.
I mean,
okay, thank you.
Okay, David. I saw one in the comment, somebody in the comment section saying that they see that it could be
all right, Brooms, hold on. Odessa, you were saying something?
Oh man, I ain't see one.
Saying that since the leader is here, I would take my exit. But I wanted to say that I appreciate this being able to speak on this forum, and I also believe that a WhatsApp group should be formed so that a time, date, and place, or if it is going to be done via Zoom, could be decided upon among
excellent suggestion. Do we need excuse me, but do we need a mediator within this group, or could we trust the six leaders to just be in this group and just set this meeting? So when things fall out, we come back and say this one is said on the one said on the one said on. We ain't want no
Melly, these are big people and leaders.
Yeah, let's big people, man.
No, we need a mediator for.
I suggest as the opposition leader in waiting, I suggest you form this group. That is it. And y'all go from there.
Yes.
So we done. Y'all don't need me, y'all don't need Odessa, y'all don't need nobody else. Y'all get one another number, form the group. No. Odessa, excellent suggestion. That is exactly yes.
Odessa, Melly, Judge. You think if Asa didn't want to get on to me, you could mediate?
Exactly.
No. That's back up yourself, Lil. It's Asa didn't up on the call, you know. Somebody said the senior Odessa can't read. Odessa got a right to speak. Odessa's my sister's daughter, but Odessa got a right to speak. Somebody in the phone don't understand. You have to have respect for people in their space. But honesty gotta come. If you got to disagree and agree, I don't see there's a problem. And so there's when I was talking about, so if you got to disagree, I'm one of the person I'm going to tell you. It means you got to agree with me. But I think what Judge was trying to talk about
me getting any problem neither. They disagree to agree them, they know one another.
If I got tell her that's something, she got back up herself same way. I mean, what is it? People believe like I don't know and I don't know what politics or anything. Guyana, like everything. I mean, you must, if you disagree, and to agree. But I don't believe as leaders, you have leaders here and want mediators. So
true.
We must have truth. If we come into the Guyanese people and to the world, we got the truth start with us. It's a simple. And then you take it from
No problem.
All right, so when you come off this call in Darwin Best, I suggest that as the Mohammed, you create a what?
This should be personal. You know, we should all be in the same room, not on Zoom. At least the first meeting. If people want to see, like, you know, no phones are allowed, whatever the rules are, they should be in the same room, hash it out, and then we find a way forward.
Well,
I'm sorry about take my exit. Thank you very much for having me on the call. I'm sure when the group is formed and all the leaders are there, they could decide how they want to meet, where they want to meet, who they want to meet with. That is we had within the group. Thank you very much. Do have a blessed rest of the day, and I take my leave. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. Have a good day, and happy New Year to everybody here. Bye bye.
So as and Mohammed, and Doreen is still on the call. So Simona said something. I'm about to end this live now. I'm supposed to start cooking now. It's 12 o'clock already. So like no food.
I don't really there for dinner.
You don't really there for dinner. So I got to worry this spot in 1 hour now.
I don't eat late. I never tell you to be on the live. I never tell you.
I didn't.
Happy New Year to everyone, and may God bless you.
Again.
You guys safe.
Thank all of you for joining Darwin Best.
No, Melly, as it is speaking.
Who you said as?
No, I said to everyone on the live, including you, I appreciate you, all you have done for the Guyanese people, being the voice for the voiceless.
Thank you.
I know the victimization out there. I'm experiencing it for years. I know what you're going through. Keep on fighting for the people.
I will, as long as y'all continue to fight with me. I could only fight if y'all fight with me. I can't fight this fight alone. I need all of y'all. I need everybody that was on this live. Everybody agreed to meet Simona Brooms. Everybody, I can't fight alone. I can't do it alone.
No problem. Well, you don't have to worry. I will fight with my last breath. You know this too. You know I'm a fighter. I don't back down. To everyone on the live, Happy New Year. And I love you all. Thank you for the support. And may God bless you and keep you safe.
All right. Darwin, anything before you go?
Happy New Year to everyone. Looking forward to continue fighting for the Guyanese people. And like as would have just said, Melly, continue what you're doing. You've been standing up. You've been facing a lot of victimization because of what you've been doing. And I don't feel no one should be victimized for exposing what the truth is. When someone enters into a public office as a government minister or government president, they should acknowledge and understand that space allows you to be criticized and to be viewed in the public. So no one should be victimized. So we will continue to stand with you, and I hope that everything that was agreed to today becomes a reality where we can all stand together and fight for all of Guyana. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you. Simona, anything before we go?
Let me thank also not only yourself, but Judge. And you know, there are other persons, but I want to, because the two of you on this call, and Judge was a part of this whole call. We fight for this call for this morning, and then Judge just sit down there, like innocent, like a P.P.P boy, right? And Judge was one of the spokes. All of you pushing the fire over there.
All of we, that's what I say. Real thing.
Let me thank you, Melly. Let me thank Judge, because a lot of times, and don't get me wrong, people must have their different opinions and all of that. I am going to repeat everything, regardless of how people view and everything. It's not the first time I'm saying that I'll be here for Guyanese and Guyanese in truth, right? In truth. I'm not going to, even if it pleases or people see or want what is not truth. And I think that is a good place for us as a place and as a people. Mm-hmm. Because when you're there and it's truth, people comfortable. You can get growth, we can get solutions, and things will happen.
Things will happen.
I think sometimes it's not really a magic thing. Of course, it's different people, it's different personalities, and I think it is good when you have challenges. It's just how you deal with it. So I don't believe in meeting, and you talk with people, and since you're here, we want to hear you run out there, you're crying like a crybaby. No, it's okay. It's okay, and it's leadership, it's politics, it's a country, it's a nation, and all of that. But once you can hold the truth, this is a bigger picture, which is people in Guyana. It will work. I don't like to say you come off the call and then you're going to go on here and you're going there, because I hold to the Bible, will come out your mouth. So anything that is truth and better for Guyana, I love it. I am here. The only reason I'm in the political space is to be and to maintain that voice and the voice of truth. And truth is not when if somebody like no voice or they accept it. So I want to thank Judge, and I want to thank you. And I thank also the viewers, because we have some people who might not comment, nor might not be.
But they are listening.
But they are listening, and they too, in their own space, will start to make and do things also. Because I believe if it's one thing in common we all got, is we want to see that good change for all Guyana and Guyanese people. And so to the viewers, even those that are silent, I want to thank you for your contributions and how you've been doing things. And you're right, sometimes to navigate in silence it's better, like Melly said. Don't get into the personalities and so forth on Facebook. And there's a lot of fake out here sometimes. But thank you. We thank the persons. That's all I would really want to say generally. And I think at time this most important thing that all of us we should look at coming together on like I said earlier, is this situation that is taking place with Venezuela and how we are affected. Because we could do and say so many different things, but this matter here is one that is it's beyond us. And I would hope that you know, we pay attention and we come together and meet and have not only discussions. I too am going to write the government again as soon as I return home, like I do. Not only at the beginning, I'll write the government to meet on national issues, because the government is the government, and I don't think they should be allowed to do, not by me writing or bringing things to them. They have to meet with me, but sometimes even if they implement it, once people benefit from it, they could own it. But once people benefit from it, Guyanese to deal with poverty, to deal with the rights of workers, to deal with your housing plights, to deal with all sorts of things. The government is there holding a responsibility with all its states and its assets. And like I said, I'm going to write them again to continue to seek to engage with them to ensure that a lot of these problems that you see we talking about and facing, to see. My idea is when the blueprint is not writing solution and give them. Somebody said, don't take it the teeth and copy. No. One's benefit. One's Guyanese benefit. And so we are on that mission here. In the LP, I don't have to say what I have done, and people know me. But
so thank you, Simona Brooms, again. Like, you know, myself, me, you've been in this fight for a long time. You've been in this fight before me. I grew up hearing about Simona Brooms and human trafficking and being awarded and all these things. So, you know, for a fact, you are one of those persons that I've always looked up to. I've always think, and I know for a fact that you are one of those persons that I can say have genuinely had my back throughout everything that, you know, I've been through and I've been going through under the P.P.P. You've genuinely had my back, and I must say this publicly. Simona Brooms is a real one. She has genuinely always had my back. For that, I could never, ever be ungrateful. I will always appreciate you. I will always, like, I just come on me live and tell you, I don't care who don't like share. No Simona Brooms slander will be allowed. Not on me page, not on my book, not in my presence. For that, I must say, you know, thank you. I ain't even got to tell them the amount of things that you do behind the scene and all of that. Don't worry, enough of them will just come here and make Facebook, write Facebook status and them kind of thing. When it's time for go to battle, there's only a few that is actually go to battle for you. And Simona Brooms is one of those persons that actually went to battle for me. I can tell you that. So for that, I'm forever grateful. Lord, I'm going to add you for you to say your goodbye, and then I'm going to come out this live and go cook the woman fish curry.
Judge, say goodbye.
Judge Boo Boo.
I'm the judge.
Where you going?
Me, no?
Simona? Lorette?
Somebody said Judge Vex.
Which judge?
Nah, Judge no Vex. Judge must go and do something. Lorette, you want to say something before we go?
No, I really want to say it was when I come on, I did not expect the life to take the turn it did. And I'm honestly speaking honored to have been a part of this, or just even listening. And I really hope that this live sparked a movement in our nation's history, and one that people will remember for a long time, especially those who are tired of victimization, people who are tired of feeling like a small man that nobody knows. Not when our country has the largest booming economy, not when we're making $10 million a day, and we still got homeless and homeless mothers and children that wish they had somebody to provide for them. You know what I mean? I really hope we come to a place where we could see our politicians behaving as though they're public servants, and they have people who have voted them in there to defend their interests also, and not just their own. And I truly am saying this because I am tired of my friends saying to me, man, Lord, man, what you want me to do? If me go for the people, who take care of me family? A lot of people don't genuinely care about supporting the P.P.P, but they feel as though no one else is looking out for their interests, so they have to go where they believe the money is coming from. But I'm saying we have enough money in our nation. We have enough money to say nobody ain't got to bow to nobody. Nobody ain't got to play second fiddle. Nobody ain't got to bend over backwards. You could be a citizen who is able to criticize and call on your government and call out your government when they're here. And that should not stop you from elevating your career or being victimized in these things. You know what I'm saying? So I trust that this live really sparked the change that is necessary. So Melly, thank you again for this live. And I just honestly want to say publicly, Melly, please stop attacking my friends then. You know I love you bad. Please stop attacking my friends then. You just say you're working on yourself. You just said out. You just said out.
Yeah, but Loretta also said if you saw my post, some of my New Year's posts, I also said that I really don't want TAC name in 2026. Hence the reason for me calling all the opposition leader and getting them on one cap. Me never TAC Terrence name and TAC Mohammed name and TAC Amanda name and TAC Broom's name. No, like all of we TAC together. I never TAC name for this new season. I will call out the I can promise, I mean, and I understand, Loretta, I sense you want to say something, but you really can't say it when you say genuinely some of your friends don't want to support the P.P.P, but they don't have a choice because where the next meal coming from and what, you understand? But Laura, the truth is some of them, they had a choice. Some of them had choices. They could have, some of them got choices, but they want easy money. So I don't really see that as an excuse. But however, from speaking from a place of understanding, I understand where you're coming from, and I will try my best, because I love you, Lorette. We've had our differences, we work it out, but I will try my best to, I can't say stop, but, curb how I approach the situation in the future. Is that good enough?
Yes, I love that. It's a start.
Okay. It's a start. Mm-hmm. We ain't going by Sheriff January 17, though. Not. If it was another venue, I could have said, man, I go out and take 2 beers. But we ain't going by Sheriff. Me supporting no racist. Me supporting nobody that has no respect for black people. Me supporting nobody that victimize people. Me supporting nobody that don't pay the war cause. I can't be fighting for poor people. I'm going to put money in sheriff pocket when he even pay any security guards. And I can't promote the man. Oh man, you're asking me to be untrue to myself.
So we got to change venue and get support.
Change the venue and I could do something.
Okay.
I ain't able to lie to you. Simone Brooms, I love you bad. I'm going to start cooking food.
Yeah, I love Simone Brooms. Melly, see if before you come out the light, see if you can do a thing on when you're done the curry, freeze it and send something to Hawaii in the 2-day shipping.
How about you come to New York?
I'm coming. Wait, hold on, Melly. Look, you inspired me, Melly. Look.
Wait.
Facebook might not understand this, but Melly and the TikTokers can understand it.
Where's the? Lauren. And speaking about, we telling leaders about common group call and all kind of thing. Me, you, and the people that I mentioned, we need to get our own group call because we need to start on this girlfriend export thing that we were speaking, this project that we're speaking about.
I will set it up.
Okay. Thank you, my love. So let's start. So thank you everybody for joining us. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I can keep y'all updated on this meeting. Can't hear now. Then I'm gonna bluff. We can hold them accountable. All 2,000 are we here. We keeping up to date. I'm gonna leave up this live. I'm gonna download it and load it again so that it's here. I'm gonna stick it to the top of my page. Tag a friend and everybody else that need to watch this live and see that all the leaders of this party agreed to meet and agreed to work moving forward, at least for 2026, in the best interest of all Guyanese. Right? I love y'all. I think I don't tell y'all Happy New Year's. I don't cry up and son tell y'all thanks for the support throughout the years. Not just Simone Brooms. Y'all really had my back too. When I get locked up, y'all showed up and showed out for me. I'll know y'all pay my lawyer fee. When I end up, I take $30,000 from Mohammed to pay my lawyer fee. Me had to take $30,000 from Mohammed to pay me lawyer fee. That GoFundMe paid cleared my entire lawyer fees. So we know for sure that that's a lie. So I don't even have to come out here and explain this and tell y'all this. But to everybody that donated, I didn't like the 592 paid my lawyer fee, literally did. So I must say thank you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all pay for my bail. Y'all showed up and showed out. And for that, I will forever be grateful. I didn't know I had so much support and so much people love me until I reached in the problem with ICE, and ICE hold me. While they were hate, and they're always going to be haters, I have never seen that level of outpouring of love for me from the people that so from that made me realize, I'm talking and I want to cry, that everything that I did for the last 5 years for people, even to the ones that were ungrateful, that made me realize that people really and truly used to listen to me. They heard me and they supported me. And I can't begin to say how much I appreciate that. I love y'all. I will continue to fight for y'all. I will continue to bat for y'all. We're going to fight, but forever I'm going to be here. Right, Lauren? All right, I'm coming up. Can't get me crying.
One quick second with you cry yourself. Listen, it's okay. And it's because it's coming from a genuine place. You want to tell them about the girl? You want to tell them about the Girlfriend Expo?
So Girlfriend Expo, let me tell you what we're going to do. So y'all know I keep Girlfriend Expo in Guyana. Obviously, I can't keep it in Guyana, but I'm keeping it here in New York. We want Guyanese to come out. So myself, Lauren, I don't want to name the other people yet because they haven't given me the okay and they haven't say yes to what we want to do. But it's going to be a panel of your favorite influencers and media personality, and we are going to be there answering questions. We're going to be doing a brunch. We are going to be talking all your favorite topics, all the things we done TikTok and here skinny with teeth. We're going to do it, but we're going to do it in person, where you get to meet us, where we can be real, where we can have a drink, where we can eat, where we can socialize, and we can meet others. So look out for Girlfriend Expo 2026. But it says Girlfriend Expo, but it's not just Girlfriend Expo, but it's just something that you might want to bring your girlfriend to if you're in New York or New Jersey. You have to travel from New Jersey. I can make arrangement for transportation if that is possible for those of you who want to come from New Jersey, and we are going to have a grand time. Okay? So tell a friend to tell a friend. I can get back to y'all with a date when y'all could dress up nice in y'all outfit and we can do it. Okay?
All right. It's like a podcast live.
It's like a podcast, yes, but in person.
Nice.
So we're going to see y'all. All right, so bye, guys.
Come. Granny, you need to come here.
Watch that.
Come on. Go. Hold it there, wide.
Where the vendors?
Right here. Where the Charlie? Ronnie there. Who? Ronnie and Jerry. Jerry got sorry. He got Jerry and Auntie. They got fun. Ronnie and Jerry. That fun, no man. Why for not for her to allow us to play up with all about it there?
George. Watch it to the side and show you back there.
So this is the few of us here. For now,
So how much vendors normally they sell at this?
I am 14 in total, 14 of us.
How much years you selling at this one?
This here where they're breaking, this is me and my boss. Then this to me, so like 1 or 2 persons customers.
Okay. So how much years you selling out here? 15 years.
10 years.
So the breaking the stalls. What about relocation? The plan to relocate you?
the relocation is at the Merriman Mall. There is
No.
water lines. And there is a piece out there that you cannot be comfortable. For example, I make 3 tables and take it over where they sell. I gotta go there. When I go back to there, there's no table there. The shed overhead is pure walls. And the part where I have, there is no shed.
Yes, I visited there a couple of days ago. No washroom facilities, no running water.
No security,
A junkie haven.
and as you can see, share females here, how you could move all these females and put them there without any
All of us here is female, just one male selling amongst us, which is him, Jerry. And we come in the morning, which is 3-4 o'clock, and we leave here at 9:00. This is how we women just fight for ourselves.
They didn't put anything in.
And we come from far destination. Mahaika, King Grove, Maikoni, Bad Settlement, and this is how it happens.
This government is about here. Show the length and breadth of this country. Now the people are seeing the true colors of the P.P.P. The wait after elections to do all these things. Show the country this is what they're doing, oppressing the people of this country. So, all right, you want to relocate the vendors. Find proper places to put the vendors. You can't put them in Merriman's Mall. You can't put them there.
Even to
You cannot put them there. I visited there a couple of days ago and highlighted all the issues.
The people who were selling there at presently just come and buy from us here to sell at the mall because they come and buy like 10 pound Oko, 10 pound Carrera, 2 bundle of Bourda. And if there are vendors who are selling those little quantity of product, we here bring busload, big amount of it. And where are we gonna go? And what the farmer is going to do with the product?
They got few vendors that selling at the mall. They come over here to sell also on the weekends because they're not business.
Yeah, they don't get the traction over that side. You can't just take 13. This is a whole market. You just
you're gonna lose 13.
They wouldn't get the sales. So it's almost as if you tell them they can't sell anymore.
If you want to leave over here, where it's convenient for them to go over there and buy from the 14 of us.
Exactly.
So it's like we're not going to do any business there. So instead of us getting, we're going to move because we have more than we have.
There's only affecting 14 people.
Right now it's 14.
Yeah. Good morning. What representation you hope to make on behalf of the vendors?
We're out here because at the end of the day, these vendors are playing their trades for over a decade, some as long as 20 years. And we understand that it's a court matter presently with the property gifts. But at the end of the day, the government just can't come and break this, come and dismantle everything with the proper methods of relocation. That's our issue. They want to put these hard-working vendors, and not to say the other vendors are very non-violent and not hard working. They all complain differently to us. They don't have no water facilities, junkie, security is an issue.
And they're women.
So what is going on? What is going on?
Out of the 13 or 14 of us, all only 1 year.
So we're asking the government to intervene immediately, since every day we're receiving from just the island billions of dollars just from for too long we don't have facilities. Starbuck Market, the Bourda Market. Look at the places. Look at the condition of the Bourda and Starbuck Market. I find markets that exist for decades. But this government, they just don't. They don't. All they're concerned about is the people loot from the treasury. That's all the government concerned.
You talked about building proper facilities. Do you have any idea where these may possibly be built?
The Starbuck Market, for example.
We're talking like in situation.
Well, the Merriman's Mall, they can send in a team and mobilize immediately and set up that place and get it done in a couple weeks. Get proper facilities.
Yes. Customers will go there, everybody, because everybody's selling it here. It's not to say just we alone. And the fact is that they're not doing anything to this building that we're selling in front of. If you look at it, the whole building is falling apart. The whole roof is falling apart.
There's a hazard for you right
now. It's not like if they're utilizing the building and they're affecting them from operating their trade there. The big stuff is not running nothing. We're not in their place, so we're affecting them. They ask for us to keep the right way clear. We kept the right way clear so that they will have access. It's very much unfair. If you're going to move a few of us, move everybody and put everybody at one specific spot. So
They have the facilities.
The market, inside the market, if you go inside there and see.
No, that,
If you see inside it, you could build one. Therefore, you could build a new market. The building is not. You build so what happened to Bourda Market?
And Starbuck.
What happened to Bourda and Starbuck? He's not okay. He's not actually. We are human and we need help because where they expect us to go. We're sitting here for a number of years. They expect us to go and start working with people. Not the while we tease, the while we don't take care. We could go for it.
I just need to let them know if the 13 or 14 of us moving, and they may move in the rest, for sure we is not going to move. We're going to stay right here. And we're going to take a lot of and we're going to pay the fine everything.
Just how these P.P.P ministers and government officials can build mansions, the taxpayers' money in months. Why they can't build a apartment? This is an issue going on for years. That's how they can build mansions, the taxpayers' money in no time in a jiffy. We need proper facilities for them.
Mama, you took into consideration as your court order also requires but it's years we have this problem. Not today, it's years. It's years. The Bourda market and the Mel Unifies. It's years the market will be going.
The injunction of the court has been over 2 years or so, it's been ongoing. So it's not a case that it's just strung up. So if it is that they recognize that the owners of the buildings want the market to move, then this between the city hall and the government, they can make provision for the person trying trade here to have a proper space somewhere else, so everybody will go there. Because if you move 10 or 13 persons from here, then who is going to go somewhere else just to buy from 13 when the rest of the persons are here? It will not happen. A couple months ago, they had some other vendors that had to move from further down the line. So it looks as if that over time, persons will be moved. But if you put no proper system in place, where will they go? We have issues here with unemployment. We have all these mothers here, they have children, they have families that they have to feed. So we have bills to pay, so what will happen with them? You can't just decide you up and them and move because yes, there's a new injunction, you have to follow that. But what systems are you putting in place for people? That is our bottom line. We understand the code, but it's 2 years, this has been happening every time something happens and new from the day or something. But what systems are you putting in place? Definitely. But if we don't even know when the National Assembly will meet, so right now we're live and we're hoping the government here that this situation has to be dealt with urgently. We can't leave people without any form of gaining income to look after themselves.
That is why they don't want to elect me as the leader of the office, because they know that I'm holding accountable every single second. That is the leader. What about the legal action in that regard? We set some type of going to take legal action with respect to the position of the Bourda. There's a hazard. Removing the thing from back that will cause accident if something is happening. And look how they transport it. And it's marginal oil economy. Look how they're transported. That can fall on anyone, anytime.
No, we're trying to get an came and she only went to the other section. She never come this side. She went more to on the north. Yeah? She never came here and visited us to give our concern. At one point, 2 times she came to the market and she went down. She never came this way to hear anything from us. And another thing is that this building here, we would have made to understand that the young lady that would have made family injunction for us to be moved is a whole forgery document that's being done right now because yes, because one of the part owner of the building who is standing with us, he said he don't have a problem with us selling. Raised the issue whereby she would have used a fingerprint of a letter of her mother that would died 2 years ago to file an injunction in November. So how can you have a letter of somebody who died 2 years ago still?
I'm really sorry to see the force.
And it's not like we have anywhere to go and put on and sell tomorrow. Where are we gonna go tomorrow? So we don't know where to go.
Where you produce? Where are you
We
producing?
did not take any because we were told that they're coming. And we can't just take the thing from the farmer. As soon as you move something from there, you're responsible for it.
Yeah.
And we had to leave it there.
And now they have a set of backup.
Yes. What are we gonna do with it?
So it's a ripple effect.
Plus we have things on the stomach we have to pack up and carry.
Look, some of my things I'm throw away on the ground there. That I can't place to put them.
There's losses.
Those are some of the things that were left on my stand.
We gotta still find money for the things that we're gonna need. So my 9 years I started smoking. Not today yet. Here. It's not like we have another job that we could do. It's just with the vendor. And it's only recently I started doing my own.
Yeah, these women are hard-working women. They're coming out here 2, 3, 4 a.m.
In the morning, yeah. Going home late in the night.
An honest dollar. Just to make an honest dollar.
So it's up to here? Just around the girl. If they get something like this and they set up, they should make up a universal thing for everybody. They market now.
This government is a reactive government, not proactive. Only when misuse, then they can always say,
Even though they're not number 4, nobody from the higher should never come and listen to what we have to say. Tell us, come and share your conversation. That's not fair. Yes, they're right. Try. There's only so much we can do.
What are these police operators? They're supposed to be police. Yeah, because the season and then you start off like this here, so it's think up.
Christmas Eve night, we know about Christmas Eve night, you can't walk to the market.
That's
the market
true.
is packed.
But you could have run through
We
it.
could have played cricket on here Christmas Eve night. Yeah, all the places we so crowded. I know about going home from like 1, 2 o'clock after Christmas morning, we sell it. 8 o'clock, everybody.
On Christmas Eve, we walked the entire Regent Street. And
Yeah.
all the owners, store owners, and vendors complaining this was the worst Christmas ever. Yeah. Although all the money that's coming in the country, money is not reaching to the average. There you go.
We need something to be done. We need this
We don't have a
urgent.
problem if they want to relocate us, but move
We gotta
everybody.
go. Don't move some and let some.
Move everybody, fix the market, move everybody so that we can have a better market. Business is well. People will go there, but nobody will come and buy from so here is more convenient. And it's a drive.
Drive-through market.
Yeah, it's a drive-through market. Yeah, and most people, the shop is because people. We just do more, we sell more to people and people that's walking. And you can't drive through there. So they're gonna left over here. Be so special for the left over here. If they give us, if the Lord wants us to be a permanent structure like we have today,
We can go 6 to 6.
we can go 6 to 6.
Until they have a place to put
Allow us to sell 6 to 6 and we will put all our tables
It's a hard thing to sell it.
Hello, something.
calling on the government, the Minister of Local Government, William Manichan, to pay these vendors visit ASAP as soon as possible. We have hard work to do. These are trying to trade for as long as 20 years, selling here every day, as early as 3 years. Please come and pay them a visit so we can come on to some sort of settlement so they can start back.
This holiday, I spent in work.
Easy sitting in this room.
The funny thing is that I was looking at a video with Miss Manichan, whereby there was an issue of removing certain vendors, and I'm not sure if she was the one who said that or even who said that. That when she heard of the issue on the media, she reached out to them. She reached out to them, and our issue made the media since last week. And not one time she came here since last year. We had the same issue, not one time between last year to now. Which is last year in 2023. She never came out. And it's funny how she reached out with one video or one message to different people, and she never came to us.
You see, only there are certain markets they want to leave.
Bring in front. You guys want to go to the front?
Huh?
Do you want to go to the front and take a good view of what's going on?
Yes, yes.
My mother, she normally comes out and help me, but there's only so much mommy can do because she has an injury. So that's why she there's mostly me laptop and some work, maybe if you're working somebody for like minimum wage is not no kind of money. So if you're being paid $70,000 a month, $8,000 a month, how can you pay an installment of $65,000 a month? And you still got kids, they gotta pay your light, they gotta pay your internet. It doesn't make any sense. So we need them to do something and just allow us to sell at least 6 to 6. There will be so much for one person and we try to help us a lot. Yeah, all right.
Last one? All right.
That's all right.
They just call me talking about it.
You live is what do you?
No. I don't need to hear.
No, they don't tell you outside of the period.
If you have a clue, or what is your opinion towards that?
Oh, I know. If we were in government, we were insured. And everyone said that we relocate, we gotta get places, high standard. You can't just go not be in America. So we want to make it from out here, you to you, and be independent. And see what measures they can put in place as soon as possible. Just how they can go to other markets and find solutions. They can come here and find solutions. And at the end of the day, they are the company. Government, the duty of the government is to make our lives better for the people. Right? To make the life of the people.
This is the owner of the building who gave us permission.
Oh, I know this
Yes,
one.
yes.
Life never worry what people say, but we will always talk. Whether you do good or bad, we will always talk. So we don't worry what people say. Our concern is your life. This is who your mother?
No, she's not married.
Oh.
She's young days.
Granny, how much gears you selling out here? How much gears you out here?
Yeah.
Look at the condition, how the fashion is. Anytime you take some fun. Over 50 years out there? Yes. Where are you from? Really sorry to see, how they come and break this all down. Really, really sad. Of course, with something New Year.
Break it down.
Yo! Watch the bike! Go down! Watch it down, officer. Watch it down. Go down. Go down. So you giving them permission? Yeah. I control all of it. Yeah.
He's one of the owners that gave us permission to continue selling. But like this, they are paying Shaway right through.
I want to believe something. Well, let's tell them open the doors like thing and cell phone. So when the cell phone comes to the computer, I'm going to take over, right? I got to use me after this. That these doors could open it up to the floor, bang them. They would open it. And they'll put your thing and move. So, the guys, they got people there getting people control out of it. There's no truck over that. No, this is for me. I'm glad if you can explain to the people so they can understand, because, you know, persons, the perception that the vendors, they're the ones nasty in the city that does dump the garbage all over. So let them know, let them understand that government has put measures in place. It's not the farmers. This is a drive-through market. This is a drive-through market that has been there for decades. Right? That's serving thousands of persons that come with their families and drive through and purchase their goods so that they could cook. On a Saturday and Sunday, families would enjoy coming out here Sunday morning and Saturdays. The persons feel that the vendors just dumping things. For example, these women just dumping garbage. Explain to them that they understand that government, they're not providing a good service for the vendors and the people of the city.
So, I guess back from the beginning, recently there's a lot of calls that the town clerk and the people from the council are breaking down the stores and the vendors. So we are aware that there's some sort of form of injunction that is causing the council to do this. But our first concern is if it is that this is an injunction and the vendors have to go, where do they go? Now, when the council and when the town clerk and so came and decided to break down, what would then happen is that all the stuff that were on the pallets will now end up on the ground. All the produce that they had to sell end up on the ground. And so that is what we see the condition of the market currently. It's not the case that the market is nasty or dirty when it is they were applying their trade. The things show it because they're now breaking down all the stores, breaking down all of the stuff that was there. And so that is what we see happening right now. But the main issue, and this is the issue where the government comes in, because as we know, the city council could only do so much because they don't get the funds to do what is required to keep the market to the standard it should be at. The government has, from years on gone by, dealt very harshly with Georgia because they've never won Georgia. And so we're at a place now where the markets, you were in Bourda market a couple of days ago, you saw the condition of Bourda market. With Starbucks market not too long ago, we saw the condition of Starbucks market. And now we're here at this outside. People are on the outside because inside the Bourda market, nobody wants to go in there because the place is in horrible condition, it's inhumane, and people don't want to sell there. Now, if it is that you want people to move from here, where are you taking them? Where are you saying they can go to ply their trade? This is the only drive-through market I know in this part of the country. I don't know if there's any other drive-through market in this part. So if you just move 13 persons and put them somewhere else, how do we know that they are going to get the sales that they normally get to continue to survive? And these are 13 vendors that are primarily women that you're placing. You want to place them somewhere there is no security, no one, no place for them to have and so that they get the money that they can continue to get their proper income. And so we are here and we're really saying that the government needs to be better. They had their Christmas parties, they had their session on the seawall where it makes it appear as if P.P.P is going places, but this is the reality of majority of Guyanese. This is the condition on which they have to work, the condition on which they have to survive. And then one morning they can wake up and their only means of survival is just broken down with no sense of what is to happen next. How could that be fair? How could that be the best thing for the Guyanese citizens? And so, well, it is okay to say that something is not in the best condition, but that is because the government is not putting proper systems in place. People will do the best they can do with what they have. You can't expect perfection when the government is not doing what is required to ensure that the place is in a proper condition. And so, what is required is a proper market for Georgia. Bourda needs to be redone. Bourda needs to be renovated, and we need a proper drive-through market in Georgetown for us to be able to go. The majority of people that come through here are people that drive. And the most of, when you spoke with the vendors this morning, they said most of the persons who buy from them are persons who drive. So if you move them to a place where people are not driving to get to them, then like you they will not be getting any more sales. So what will happen to these 13 families here? What will happen to them moving forward? They have no place to go. The little produce that they have to take home, they don't know how they're going to sell it. They still have to pay off for some of those things that they got. But what happens next? It can't be that this is the end for them and now they have to figure out what goes next. And if they decide to go somewhere else to start, it's all going to be a problem. So you have to put proper systems in place. 2-3 years this injunction has been happening, and no system has been put in place to ensure that our vendors, even if they have to move, go in a better, proper location. We're in 2025, we're talking about the oil economy, we're talking about Guyana going places. So what about vendors? All of these people vendors, they are selling food for the people. We talk about food basket and and all of that. So how is it that the vendors who have to get the food to the consumers, how are they to survive? So we need to do better.
Despite the tens of billions of dollars going towards solid waste management, towards the cleaning of the city garbage disposal, where the money going? We don't know where the money is going. We can only assume the money is going into their pockets because the city is in a horrible state.
Yes, we already went put in garbage bins by Stabrook. When you went to Bourda, they don't pick up the garbage all over the place. She put a couple of bins by Stabrook, and that's supposed that apparently helped the garbage situation.
Big she did.
Now, if you drive around the city now, you would see that there's garbage forests all across the city. So there's no proper system in place. So they need to do better.
All NDCs not serving the people. I don't know, like the NDCs, they're not functioning.
I don't know.
They did micromanage.
So it's always good to have a PR person that could do nice clippings and make you look nice walking down Georgetown.
This is the reality.
This is what Georgetown looks like. And it looks like that because the government
of the day. Not the vendors, the government of the day. Because if we had
and then they'll come out and say the mayor city council, they're not giving the mayor city council the money that's required to make sure that the Georgetown looks the way it should look. So they can't come back and say to the mayor city council, they need to do what is required. So as the Minister of Local Government, they like to launch herself from the place, come and launch herself and this board market and tell the vendors what will happen with them. How do they move forward from here?
That is all we are calling betterment for the people of the country. We would be happy if the minister can come out with the rest of it.
Siya here na po nga na siya.
Salam, brother. All right. Good. Hello. Yeah. So what are we gonna do now?
But I tell them it was the child with.
You get okay when they come break up with you.
They can't stop you from selling from the doctor. That's telling you. Everybody got to take a piece. Say that. And they never got to find from this morning. Once you sell it from things, yeah, they to put a pallet out. They go now to the pallet out.
They bring your chair for sit down.
You got to see him like you think I 6
So, Granny, what's the plan now?
That's them right here.
Everybody, because they got to charge everybody when we put out that potato.
Granny, 50 years is selling out there?
Yes, she just ran.
50 years. So 50 years. 50 years. Wow. Morris Oxford days.
Yeah, come on, I wake up check up in the morning. Go down the road, bring them kilo.
So, Granny, what do you think about what happened this morning? How do you feel about it? So this is your only source of income.
Young lady says she didn't win. What she said?
You ready?
Well, Team Delta, y'all see what's going on in Guyana. The people by the Bourda market, they have to go. And y'all heard what Melly Mel, Terrence Campbell, Brooms, and all of them were speaking about. Everybody needs to come together so things like this doesn't happen on the first Sunday of the year. If you guys can hear me, please drop a 9 below. The first Sunday of the year, and look what these vendors have to deal with. They need to come together for the Guyanese people. We want to thank everyone for tuning in today to this flight. Remember, like and subscribe. Stay connected with everything that's going on in Guyana and the diaspora. You'll only catch it here at Delta 9 Media. I want to thank PA. I want to thank Charles. I want to thank all of our moderators that was in the building today and dropping insightful comments. We're going to be putting up more content today, so stay connected with Delta 9 Media when it's concerning Mohammed's, when it's concerning the government, and Maduro. Don't forget, we have an update coming soon. Thanks for tuning in, Team Delta.
Stepped off the plane, so climb higher. Delta 9 visions, I'm a flyer. One love, one life, divine supplier. Roots in the dirt, but my head in the sky. Caribbean heat where the palm trees cry. Sweat off the brow, build a kingdom wide. From the Essequibo to the Delta time. Mama pray loud, stars answer our car. Immigrant hustle, never scared too far. Dollars and dreams, but I'm counting my soul. Patriots blood in my veins, we hold. One love, we rise, no fear inside. Hands to the heavens, blessings collide. Thankful alive, the present divine. One love, one heart, forever aligned. Lanterns on the stove, incense in the air. Ancestors whisper, they always there. Lion my spirit, men full of prayer. Trials and triumphs are wearing like flare. Delta 9 meditation, my mind on peace. Breaking chains daily, my soul released. Caribbean rhythm, my body unleashed. Thankful for the now when my joy increased. Man from Guyana, dreams on fire. Stepped off the
Ain't that your way
plane,
to
so
say ready,
higher.
Cause I'm ready for you, Mr. C.
Delta 9 vision,
The ultimate male
I'm a
supplement.
flyer.
Men's total wellness formula. Packed with essential nutrients for men's health.
She'll call you Mr. C.
Roots in the dirt, but my head in the sky. Caribbean